comment on the YouTube. If you're on the Spotify, rate it so it gets shared with similar people. I think all of the mics are working. I hope they're all plugged in, and then we don't find out one of them isn't plugged in at the end.
Walter,
no,
what
we're
salon
good.
do you go to?
None of it was good, man. None
All right,
of
Hector,
All of it was
Hector
good.
had a question.
Okay,
for us.
okay.
Hector had a good question for us.
It's a
Better be as
reasonable
good.
question
It
that
better be.
people
It
can
better
listen
be
to.
good. Like the question I said in the beginning, dude. It better
Hector?
be that level of good.
Oh, what would you do?
No,
for
that was a good
Okay,
discussion.
Hector.
Big black dude.
All right.
Hector,
That's a
and
great
remember,
question, dude.
remember,
Right.
we have to talk one at a time because if we all talk at the same time,
Yeah.
there's
Oh
noise.
my lord.
So Michael,
Go.
if you go to college,
Right.
your professor, you know, you meet older people, you meet
Uh-huh.
actual professionals that are like
Professional
old.
professionals.
Right.
Professionals.
So this I had a music professor, right? He was there when things barely started, like right, cumbia, whatever, everything, every genre. He was
Every
there.
music.
He was there for the beginning of every genre.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit,
He
dude!
was
How
there
old
in the
is this
caveman
guy?
days when they were banging
Well,
on.
Let me put, like he was almost basically
He was
there.
like 90 or something,
right.
right?
So
Holy shit.
So he was he's like describes the definition of music. What does the definition of music mean, right? But then he like goes on little rants like, oh, music's not what it used to be,
Yeah,
right?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
So the
It
question
used
is,
to be whites only, he said.
yeah. The question is, how would you describe this music, literally like today's music, compared to back then?
Dude.
It's subjective. It's an
No,
art.
it's not. Shut the
It
fuck
is,
up.
it is.
No,
100%.
I hate that
Subjective.
shit.
Art,
Music is subjective.
art
It
is
is.
subjective.
Art is
It's
100%
sure,
subjective.
sure, but the quality of music has changed drastically. Now it's more about, oh, it's showing something like this is how we look, this is a style, this is my aesthetic, this is the vibe. Instead of it being straight up like, oh, here's a fucking record, I don't know what these guys look like, let me listen to it, and then you
That's-
like the music.
That's bullshit because like artists
Oh,
would plaster
Lord.
their face on like their records all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
But
I'm
you
the
don't-
main-
but there
Branding
wasn't no
was a
music.
whole thing back then.
Branding has always been a thing. It's the main driving force
The
behind
main
product
reason,
in
the
a
biggest
capitalistic
way to
society.
people get music back then was on the radio. You're telling me you saw people on the radio?
No,
No,
but
it,
they'd
you just
see the
heard it on the radio.
album.
There was no Spotify and shit like that, right? So now
Before
most
the radio, you had records and you had like images on them.
And
but
even
it was a
then-
picture, not like a whole like,
No, no.
oh, this let's see what Megan Stallion looks like. Do you really think her music is fucking good, dude? No,
No.
it's ass. It's
Personally,
fucking bullshit.
Some of the
Remember,
songs,
remember.
not really.
Exact.
Art is
exact-
subjective, but I was
Yeah.
gonna say back then you had much bigger stars because there was only one medium to listen to.
Yeah.
Nowadays there are probably tens of thousands of artists that you might like, but you're not listening to them because they don't get suggested to you because they're not as mainstream as some of the stuff that you're listening
Artists that are famous nowadays don't deserve fame. There's some artists that have way more talent, have way more
to. I don't know about
style,
Yeah, I don't
way
know
more
about
everything,
that.
and they're not as famous. They don't get the recognition that Billie Eilish has. But just because Billie Eilish looks the way she does, of course it's gonna be great. There's 1,000 better female singers than her that deserve that same level of fame. But the only reason she gets it is because she got the fucking clout. She has
Nepo
the image.
baby,
She
I
has the
guess.
thing.
But
Yeah.
But back in the day, those artists that currently aren't as well known as Billie Eilish have like millions of like listens. Back in the day, they would not have that.
Back in the day, all
They
you
would
really
not
needed
have
was
all that.
back in the day. What you truly need to be famous is have a good fucking music. If you
That's
have the
not
good
true.
music, that's
That
it.
is absolutely
Nah.
not
And if you
true.
weren't black, that's it.
No, that's absolutely not true.
Or a
still need
minority, or a
brand.
minority.
No, you still need a brand. Even Elvis needed a brand. Like a lot of even white people didn't get to have success in the music industry. It's all about branding. It's all about your style. It's all about changing your name. Elvis Presley isn't his actual name, right?
No.
But nobody's like, oh, I listen to Elvis Presley because his name's Elvis Presley. They heard the music.
but
They,
they
heard
like his
they heard the way
style.
it's. Yeah, they heard it though. They didn't see him on TikTok and be like, oh, he looks good. I like the vibe he's bringing.
But
I
it's
want to listen
contributing
to him.
his success. There's a reason why his like
Yeah.
producers suggested he change his name. It's because they tested it. His name wasn't going to be marketable. Like all this stuff happens in the background. People test ideas. People say, "Oh, what name would fit this person best?" These people say this. These test groups say this. This other thing.
But
says
at the
this.
end of the day, it was
Like,
the music that
Elvis
got them to
Presley
where
was
they
his
are.
real name.
What did you do,
Lane.
Hector?
Yeah,
What
No,
did you do?
no, but it's a
If
good
Richie
discussion.
Valens wasn't
No,
Richie
but
Valens
as-
and he was Richie
as-
Gutierrez, he'd still like sure people would be like, oh, it's Richie Gutierrez. It's a Mexican guy, but it'd still be the music. The music would still stand out. That's what the point. That nowadays
But their
the music
success
doesn't
wouldn't
have
be
the
at that
music
level.
doesn't nowadays the music doesn't have to stand out. It's just the whole flash of their image. That's what mainly makes people famous nowadays.
Right.
But there's no way to tell if they would have reached that same level of success without
not
doing those
comparable.
changes. Yeah. There's no way to know how much their brand actually contributed to their success.
What I want to say is a little combination of both, of you and Michael. Because
Both of
Michael
these
does
nuts?
Michael does give a point, and you guys do.
Hilarious.
This is how I want to describe to like the professor, because if once we hear like an old person say, "Oh, it's not like how it used to be," maybe we just think they're just rambling. But when you think about it, back then it was the first thing like they're creating music. It was first. ever been for like heard.
Sure, like everything's now
rock,
just a fusion of everything.
Exactly.
Okay, I have an experiment then.
No,
Let's-
Hold on,
wait,
hold on, hold on.
Andres.
I have one more
I
point.
want to
Wait,
play some
wait,
music from
wait.
the 50s, and you
Wait,
tell me if it's
Edward,
better.
you wait
Go.
too.
Okay,
You
okay.
wait,
Vern,
go.
he's
You
gonna
guys
put some
fucking
random.
go.
You go.
Okay, Pat,
You guys
Pat,
fucking- Yeah, you guys
go
fucking
first.
go. So like back then, yes, everything was like new. People were like, "Well, listen to this. Listen to this. This is something. Something's up, right?" Branding's really important though, because then you still have to have someone to spread the word. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, listen to
Right.
this guy. Let's invest the money in
Right.
this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's popular here. He's popular
You
here.
think Elvis wasn't a brand? Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
branding is for sure. But then again, they also created music like from scratch. Like they made it. They made something.
If you look
Also,
at
this
bands,
ties
if you
into my
look at
old
bands,
point.
if you look at bands like fucking Pink Floyd, dude, who were just 4 fucking British dudes that were just living in the fucking nowhere,
Moment.
dude.
Have you seen
Moment.
the
From
Beatles
nothing?
do that in India?
Now
The
this
Beatles,
is
they
this
did
is
that
where
with
this is
Elvis.
where I'm
Yeah.
agreeing. This is where I'm agreeing
Sorry,
with Michael.
go.
This is where I'm agreeing with Michael. When people were making music back then, they were in the moment. They were in the moment. Whatever the how society was feeling, their feelings back then, that's what they put into music.
Elvis
Yes.
was in the moment
Yes.
when he
That's-
wrote Hound Dog.
Yes. That's
That's not his
like-
only
He
song,
didn't
though.
write-
That's not his only
that's-
song.
That's not his only song, but a lot of his songs were stolen.
But that's
Jailhouse
why I
Yeah,
can't be a
yeah, yeah.
hypocrite. Say, oh, they're only talking about women. They're only talking about sex.
No,
They've always been doing that, right?
Exactly.
Now this music, today's music, they talk about similar things. Obviously, it kind of sounds a little bit different, but this music written now is also
the
kind of
Mr.
based
Beast.
about how people feel right now, right?
Yeah.
People are full of anxiety. People are really angsty. People are really like edgy right now. It's very high.
It'll depend on
very
the kind
high,
of music that
And
you
then
choose,
there's
though.
also much more social media. Social media manipulation. It
There
is.
is way more.
It is a bandwagon trend. It's people, right? Like there's so much access to music. Yes, you guys are right, but that means people will still ignore it unless someone else tells them to
There
listen
is
to
so many good artists that
Exactly.
nobody knows about, but it's just
Exactly.
because they're not like the
So-
famous
so it's
fucking
bandwagon.
song.
But because
It's
the market's
bandwagon.
oversaturated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it. Yeah,
Fuck
Billie
is
Eilish
like,
is famous
man.
because of clout, right? Edgy teenagers all telling each other just listen to music. Taylor Swift too, right? Her music is ass.
I don't know about
Oh
that.
my
Her
God.
I
music
wouldn't
is
say
kinda
it's
ass.
Hey, it's not
just
ass.
so
Megan,
basic
Megan
that
Thee
it's
Stallion. No, but we
marketable.
can't really say like opinion. You had to say it by stats.
Also, well,
'Cause
by stats,
By music, like music wise, by note wise, it sounds pretty funky.
Get my phone.
It's
What
so-
the fuck are you playing, dude?
no, this is not true. It's just
Wait
not your
for it,
style of
man.
music. Like this is also
no, but I'm saying it
this
without
also,
bias. I
another
listen
like
to every type of music.
so do I.
No, give it to
Yeah.
me. Give it to me.
And I think Taylor
But
Swift is fine. Like is she, like
Taylor
obviously
Swift
she's
is
not. I'm not gonna say she's the
terrible.
best artist ever.
Exactly.
It's fucking
But, like,
terrible, dude.
She's very big because of the trends. People were just riding it.
There's no way
It's,
that's a trend. She's been big. She's been one of the biggest artists for the last like
a
2
cult.
decades.
It's a cult.
It's a
though.
cult.
It's
Like,
a
Yeah.
cult.
part of it is a cult at
It's
this
a cult.
point.
I
Part
was
of it
getting
is a
my
cult at this
I
point.
was
But
getting
like,
my dentist
It
work.
is like BTS.
It's really hard
no,
to
it's so
defend. It's really
scary.
hard to defend her when she doesn't really write her own music, and then
that's incorrect. She does write some of her music,
Yeah, she
and
does
a
not
lot of
write
people
her
in the industry right now have ghostwriters. A
That's
lot
all.
of
That,
people-
I also think that's horseshit too.
That's
like,
horseshit too. Yeah.
That's a lot of bullshit. Like,
no,
lot of
it's not.
bullshit.
It's not. There's people in the industry that have come out and be like, yes, a lot of artists use and
and
facilitate
that
ghostwriters.
that specifically plays a part in what I'm trying to say is like it's all about the flash. It's all about the image of themselves. If they're not even making the music, if they're not even making
They'll
the words
still
that
be
they're singing,
famous.
what the fuck are they doing, dude? It's just an image that they're bringing out
Yeah.
forth.
Okay.
That's it.
Let me ask you this, Michael. Do you think this podcast would be better with only one person or with a group of us?
What does that even have to do with what I just said?
Because two minds can come together to create a good work. Ghostwriters are simply exercising their talent to help someone else.
No, but they're the only ones
they're,
getting the recognition, though.
collaborating.
It's exactly.
They're
They're,
only
the
ones
only ones
getting
getting the
the
recognition.
They're listed
Nobody's
on the
Yeah,
album.
they're
but
listed
nobody,
on the album.
but nobody's
they're getting paid.
But nobody's like, oh, I love Andrew, whatever the
They're
fuck
not
that
getting-
wrote the
they're
song.
not getting
dude.
paid as much
Yeah,
as the
and they
actual
know that
artist.
they apply to be a ghostwriter to like enhance their talent. To
When
keep
someone
their
when
craft
someone
going
when
they
someone
don't wanna
likes
put
Taylor
out
but
Swift,
that's
they're
just
not
sad.
thank, when
It's
someone's a
like-
Taylor Swift fan, they're fan of the fucking writers of the music. They're fan of the Taylor Swift, the image. They're not fan of the
Yeah,
people
it
who
really-
wrote
That's
the music.
incorrect. I'm not a fan of the image of Taylor Swift. I hate the image
You
of Taylor
specifically,
Swift,
but
I still
majority
like
of
the
people
music.
aren't like, oh, I love the writers. I love the.
Yeah, but
they-
you're painting with a broad brush. You're using like an example of one extreme group of people
That music
to
died
use
in,
that
like,
as a
the
representation
90s.
of everyone.
That's a
in
majority
music.
of a lot
Like,
of
that's-
music.
that's
Majority
not-
of
that's
most
not how that
artists are like
works.
that.
I wouldn't say the majority of artists. Probably the majority of
The
mainstream
nowadays
artists,
mainstream
but
artists.
Yeah,
again,
mainstream-
because
it's
it's they've
more
been
of a
forced-
bandwagon. It's
They've
more
been
of a
forced
bandwagon.
to get to a formula because of capitalism.
Mhm.
Because if they don't succeed, then they can't create art.
No, but
So
who
they have
created?
to-
But they're not even creating it.
who
They're doing everything's being done for them. That's fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah, I
They just
know.
like the money and they like the clout. That's all they like, dude. It's not fair, dude.
So let's think.
Well,
Let's
think of
think
it this
about.
way.
Let's think
And don't
about.
forget,
wait,
and don't forget,
Let's
these
think
guys
about
still do
NWA.
work.
Let's think
Like,
about
okay,
NWA.
they're
No.
not hard work, but like, can you stand? Like, obviously you can, but like, can the average person stand on stage for like 12 hours performing, singing, dancing, doing all these routines?
That also does require
doing
talent.
all the
though. He's right.
what choreography. I've
And it's
actually done that
hard
work.
work.
I've done choreography
Yeah.
work. I've done dances. I've done that sort of thing before.
When?
That's in high school.
When did you do this?
There's videos of me
No,
out
but
there
Ed-
doing
Edward
Let me
it.
is-
see.
it
I
is
had
Videos
required.
of
headshots.
Edward?
Pull it up. You
Pull it
stripping?
Andres
You
remembers,
stripping,
right?
boy?
No, I don't.
Hey,
There's fucking people
no.
on the street that do dancing, dude, and get tips for fucking money, dude.
Choreography,
Yeah,
choreography.
choreography,
And
dancing
was-
with a
That
fuck.
was what's her face? That one Australian chick that had the dance for me,
oh.
dance for me, dance for me.
Irma Thurman.
Uma
What?
Thurman.
What? Okay.
Hector, you should do that for money.
Uma
Go out
Thurman?
there and dance on the block.
Yeah, do
Like,
some
go out-
choreography.
Go out there and
Cook
cook
on the
I need to be
block.
good.
Cook
What
on
the
the block.
fuck? I need to be good.
When artists are like that and they come up, I can respect that a little more because they're like
Like
they were
Mumford
doing,
and Sons.
they were just
Yeah.
doing it, dude.
Edward, to combat it though, there's already people already paid to do their work for them. Like they already tell them, okay, they're already on train. Whereas you get a regular person to train them up to that level.
Okay, let me ask you this.
It's still pay to win.
Okay,
It's still
let's
pay
say
to
let's
win.
say you read a book, you think it's the most amazing book ever, and like okay, let's take this happens a lot in children's literature. So like when you're young, when we were young, how much did we like Goosebumps? Goosebumps was a pretty decent book series,
was
right?
scared- I
It was
was
very
scared to read
popular.
stories.
People
I was too
liked
scared
it.
to read Goosebumps. I read the book and I get creeped out.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm the weirdo here, but like,
Yeah, you are.
No. Goosebumps was great as a child. Yeah, okay.
but there's clearly a lot of quality difference. Why? Because there's a lot of ghostwriters involved in that.
Nah,
There's
he wrote that shit by himself, brother.
like.
Ghost writers for spooky
I see
stories.
that.
Yeah,
I
no,
seen
no,
him do it.
no,
I seen him
legitimately,
do it.
legit. A lot of the like he had ghostwriters. There's no way he wrote like
And also he
like
compiled
dozens.
stories
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Talking about
Like,
R.L.
there's
Stine?
no way. Yeah, R.L.
That's my
Stine.
boy.
Yeah,
R.L.
yeah, yeah,
Stine.
yeah. He's my boy too. He used ghostwriters.
You talking about my boy R.L. Stine?
Fuck your version of R.L. Stein.
What is this? What is this?
The 5
Like-
worst songs of 1964.
No, but then okay, but
Oh my
Like,
Edward,
does that mean that that like
Edward,
Goosebumps
someone's
series is
opinion, dude.
inherently worse
Edward.
than other children's literature?
Edward, how?
Like,
okay, but then
I
how?
don't think so.
But how does this work then? If a whole, if this whole podcast, right? You don't call it the Andres and Edward podcast, right? You just call it Broke to Fire,
Yeah.
right? All of us matter, right? Why wouldn't they just say, oh, this is the music group, this and this is everyone? Let them have also the recognition. Let them also have the same money. Whereas you just put it on
Because
concentrated to one.
No, no. Hold on. I
No.
have one
Andres,
non-capitalism
it's called
reason.
materialism.
Hector, stop.
You just
Well-
you're idolizing one person.
No.
And
Capitalism.
that's pretty bad.
Materialism is a
You
part
should
of
give-
capitalism.
You should give everyone recognition.
Yeah.
It is a
Yes.
function of capitalism.
You
But
should
also,
give
no.
everyone
I can
recognition.
give you one non-economic reason as to why someone would want to create something for someone else without having their name attached to it. And it's
They
simply
enjoy
to expand their
privacy.
style. No. To test out new ideas for their own style. If they don't want something tied to them, they don't know if something's going to work, they don't want to risk their brand, their reputation on it, they'll write for someone else that has a similar style and see if they're good at writing that type of thing. This is the perfect situation for people who are like that, people who are trying to experiment with different styles. Like, there are legitimate reasons why to use ghostwriters, why ghostwriters would want to be ghostwriters. Like, not to mention that being able to say that you ghost wrote for like a really famous artist will help you produce your own music in the future because now you have connections, now you're networking, now you're doing favors for other people, you're advancing in the industry. That's literally the game of how you play music. You write
But
for other people.
how would you say that if you're a
expand your
ghostwriter?
talent.
Isn't the point of being a ghostwriter that means you don't no one knows that who the fuck you are, dude?
Maybe the public, you're not advertised as the lead person doing that,
Yeah.
but your writing credit
The
is still on
producers
there.
know and
You're still
everything.
paid for your work. You're still like a part of the whole project. Like, you can advertise, you can put it on your resume. Hey, I ghost wrote for R.L. Stein. Hey, I ghost wrote for Taylor Swift. Hey, I ghost wrote for these people. These are the songs that I ghost wrote. Look at the quality of the
Oh,
work.
okay,
And then
well,
they'll see it. They're
what
like, oh,
about-
this writing is good. Let's have you ghost write for here. Oh, you're a good enough writer? Let's have you do your own book. What do you got? Let me see.
Okay.
Like,
I think a good example what Edward was saying would be Billie Eilish. She gives her
Man, my
brother
dick is soft.
recognition. Her brother writes her songs, and she admits it, right?
I don't know that much about
Well,
Billie Eilish. I can't say.
Her brother straight up writes for her songs.
Yeah,
And then
Well,
every
I'm assuming they collab
Her
on
brother.
that
Yeah.
too.
yeah, her own brother.
her brother.
And her singing isn't even that fucking like. Oh, her singing is
Alright.
so
It's
beautiful.
pretty. She's pretty
It's
talented on her.
fucking-
It's
Yeah.
like
She hits notes.
It's like a girl in
That's why I
school
can't really
that's
bash
singing,
on
dude.
Billie Eilish because she actually could hit notes that are really difficult.
I don't know about that
for an
dude.
average singer.
For- She's an average singer.
I want to hear you sing all her songs.
Yeah.
In perfect style.
Like not to mention like the Taylor Swift thing. It's like it's a bit
fucking
different.
song.
You're telling me that
That's literally her.
Oh, I don't know.
No, but that's why
You're telling me that,
I'd rather say Billie Eilish is better than Taylor Swift
Really?
because Billie
That's
Eilish
literally how she
actually
sings.
is humble. She actually admits
I
all
do
all
that
these
one that's
people
like
are
that.
making me
Bum,
me.
bum,
She actually
bum,
says that.
bum.
Whereas Taylor
was that
Swift
one?
is like,
Yeah.
hi guys,
I forgot that one. I don't
I'm
know.
here. You know, like
Yeah,
it's
but
all
like-
about me.
But like you're telling me you're like telling me like it's a big surprise that like Taylor Swift is like popular, right? Like she isn't just singing about relatable contact. She's a
She
generally
sings about
attractive
men all the
woman
time.
who's like relatable
Yeah.
contact
She
to
looks like
most
a
women.
substitute teacher.
Like
Yeah, to
what
most women,
to
yeah.
most people that are
She looks like a
attracted to guys,
substitute
like-
teacher,
I
dude.
like her big tits.
She's not, I think she
She looks like
plastic-
an English
I think she
teacher.
plastic
Yeah,
out,
she's
right?
about Taylor Swift.
After her
Wait, talking
first-
about Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift.
Taylor Swift
Yeah.
is
About
fucking
her
flat
first-
as
She
shit.
looks like a substitute teacher, dude.
She's a
after her
basic white
first
girl.
after her
Like,
first
okay, you're telling me-
album, she she plasticed out, I think.
I don't
Yeah,
know about
She's
that.
not for white women everywhere.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that. But you're telling me a conventionally attractive
Basic
woman that
ass
appeals
white
to like
woman.
90% of the population of the United States, singing about generally relatable songs, is somehow popular and famous.
90%.
No,
know
but
about
if it's a
90%.
repetition,
90% of the
If
world.
it's a
I think
United
it's
repetition,
States.
Yeah, he's the only
40%.
10%.
10%. Don't worry.
90% of America is white women.
Maybe like
No,
30%.
no,
Maybe
what 30%?
30%.
About people who can
Edward.
relate to Taylor Swift
Edward.
songs are a
I don't
lot
know
of
about
people.
that,
There's
dude.
still
You're
such-
telling me people haven't gone through heartbreak.
still
People
such thing
haven't
as
gone
blind
about like
loyalty.
that.
I'm not
Like,
There's still
Not
such
in the
thing
style
as-
that she makes her songs, dude.
There's
I'll
still
bump-
such thing as blind loyalty.
bumped the
I
Take
bet
Care
if you
record.
ask these
That was a good
if you ask
record.
these basic bitches, basic women, that what are her songs about, and then they can't probably even catch up with the lyrics.
Relationship.
They're
Stop
like,
touching
oh,
my
shit.
I've just been a big fan of Taylor Swift for like since
Hey,
ever.
I call bullshit. I bet you $1,000 if you went back into the past and
That's
talked
my
to some of the
shit.
groupies or some of the rockers, they wouldn't know fuck shit about what they're talking about.
True.
Like you go back
About
and
who?
you talk to like the
Who?
fans of like Rage Against the Machine and they don't have any
Or
fucking clue.
Aerosmith,
Or
and they're like,
Aerosmith.
I was just sucking his dick 'cause he played guitar.
Ah, like the
That
average
happens
listener,
everywhere.
the average music listener doesn't pay attention to shit, to absolutely nothing.
So then
Wait,
it's
wait,
the
wait, wait.
people's
What did you
fault.
just say, dude?
Then
Like
there's the people's fault.
I'm
that
basically
you're saying that everyone who's listened to music back in the day is a poser? Is that what you're
no,
saying?
no, no. That's not what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'm not saying everyone.
saying the average person.
No, but Edward, we're
Hector's-
talking about
is-
quantities. Though.
I know, I know.
A
but
lot
Hec-
of Swifties.
Poser.
A lot of Swifties.
yes.
They have
Arl
cult, and it comes so Swifties.
Oh,
They
oh,
just blindly listen to her.
I'm sorry. What did the Beatles groupies used to be called?
The Beatles.
Like
The
Beatlemania
Beatniks.
was a whole thing.
They were the
Like these
Beatniks.
types, of, like these like situations where people fall in love with an artist, with someone who's big, someone who's singing about generally
not
And it's
relatable
still,
things,
but it's still,
Nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
and that are generally like conventionally
I think the
attractive.
Beatles
It's
Look
Well,
at
not
the
it's
that
quality.
hard.
hard.
Look at the
Than
quality.
Jesus.
Look
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
quality.
yeah,
Look at the
like-
quality and
And
the
that's why they
product
fell
that
under.
that the Beatles make and the product
Like-
that Taylor Swift makes. It does not compare. Dude.
Beatles are a great example of
The Beatles are known
Wow.
worldwide, and they
Over
revolutionized music.
I
dude,
a
the
thousand-
way that they
Taylor
did.
Swift is known
Taylor
worldwide.
Swift is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fucking known
Taylor Swift
worldwide.
literally made Congress move. Like, come on.
What?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
is the Beatles. So is the Beatles. What are you talking about? So
Well,
is the
but
Beatles.
that-
What are you
we're
talking
saying
about?
it's Taylor
Yes.
Swift is the Beatles of our generation.
Taylor
What he's
Swift's
saying.
new.
my
hell no, it's not.
No,
Hell no,
It's
it's
like,
not.
okay?
No, hell no, hell
Listen
no,
to what
hell no,
Edward
hell
says.
no, hell no,
No.
hell no, hell no, hell no.
You said she
Edward,
has all the more
I'm-
talent, not four of them put together.
Ta-
That's what you
Exactly.
said.
Taylor Swift's nudes being leaked caused Congress to legislate AI. Like,
Well, it wasn't her real nudes.
No.
but I
yeah,
understand.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Her like AI generated nudes and her kicking up a storm about it caused Congress to start legislating AI earlier than they anticipated. Like,
I thought
this
it
is
was
a
Kim
known
Kardashian,
fact
dude.
of the world. Like,
and her AI generated
No,
dudes.
Edward,
yeah, yeah, her AI
Kim
generated boobs.
Kardashian?
Edward, the Republicans just focused on Taylor Swift because they just wanted to
To
throw.
hate women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
They
just
just wanted
wanted
to hate
they
women.
just wanted people to shift focus on something else.
No.
Okay.
A usual political move. They always do that
I
shit.
still think
You're
that-
saying this without any evidence. There's no reason to assume that this political move was made for that because they were not planning on making this political
They
move.
didn't
We
need
know
to.
this.
They just like
We
they
know this
rode
for a
on the
fact.
clout. They rode on the
We know
bandwagon.
this.
Taylor Swift became huge in the Super Bowl, and they're like, oh, you know what? Let's
She
just
was
use that.
already big for the
Let's
last
just
14 years. What
let's-
have you
let's
been?
use-
She
let's
became
use
huge
that
to you
people's-
during the Super
Let's use
Bowl.
that people's focus.
Dude, she had like
you know?
three fucking three songs that were popular on the radio.
She
That's
got
all I really know
famous-
her for.
She got famous because of Kanye West, dude. That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
100% agree.
Kanye,
100% agree.
yeah.
100% agree.
She has no
No.
talent.
You know,
nothing.
she would have
But-
beat. She just shut up Kanye. Like, who's
But I
Kanye?
still
And then
think
destroy
I
him.
still think that music nowadays
It's
isn't as
bandwagon
generally
music.
terrible as everyone
No,
says.
there's
it
no way.
is.
There's
Because
such
you
a
have to
bigger
look-
amount.
Yeah, you have to look for what you want because there's so many more people. There's so many more artists, and the market, like I said, is so oversaturated.
The music that the mainstream artists that were being marketed sucks compared to back then. And that's what I would say.
I 100% believe that if we took you to back then, you'd be saying the same thing about the
True.
popular bands. I
what
100%
popular bands
beans.
back then? What
No,
Oh, the
What-
Beatles.
The Beatles,
No,
yeah, Aerosmith.
no,
Oh, the
no,
bunch
but
of people
like I
follow them are
said,
posers.
Back then,
He's like, I'm a big
They're
Papa
still-
fan.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
all these
I like
genre, especially the alternative music, was new.
The
People were
difference
like,
is
whoa,
the
what
difference
is
is
this?
look at
People were like, whoa, what is this? Instead of,
look at what
okay,
the Beatles
this
were
is what's
singing
new.
about.
People say
It's different.
Look at what the
people say
things
the
that
exact
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
thing.
look at the things the
Back
Beatles were
then,
doing and
people
what they
said
were
the same
singing
thing.
about
They
and
were
the
still
values
being
they had.
creative,
Taylor
though.
Swift is just talking about fucking white girls going over breakups, dude, and you
This-
want to call
this-
that a big fucking
This
movement?
argument has been this exact same argument you're making has
It's
been around
circular.
for like a billion
Since
years.
Plato.
Literally since Plato. Plato was like,
Good,
oh, these
'cause
fucking
he needs to be-
retards
they need to be
learning how to
put down.
write. They're not gonna remember anything. Why would
Yeah.
only retards would learn how to fucking write, dude?
You have to
Only
be
only
stupid to
stupid
write.
people know how to read. Like
That's a real thing.
Yeah. Plato
It's
was
real.
is literally noted as saying this.
That
Like,
was, like,
what kind of
thousands of
retarded
years ago.
person
I
doesn't
don't
know how to memorize
I don't
shit?
know. Yeah,
Like,
play
are
this
you
stuff
so weak in the
What the
head
fuck even
that you
is
have to
this?
write
This
stuff
is-
down?
Guys,
Like-
this
Play
is.
this.
Maybe he has
This
an
is-
ego trip.
It's
Maybe
like-
Plato was an ego trip.
This argument
You're
has been
telling
around
me music
forever.
was better back then?
It's-
You're literally putting the
it's
5 worst
worst
songs.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Because I want you to know what's
You
been
can't
out
do
there.
that.
The 5 most popular, worst
Yeah,
popular.
put the
songs.
most popular.
In whose opinion? Come on.
Number 5.
And the Dakotas. Little children.
Oh, Little Children.
Oh,
Shut up. Hold on. I actually want to hear it.
Kramer.
It's a bad recording.
Oh, it's 1964.
yeah.
First heard this
That's
song,
the worst
I
song?
thought
They can use
something
AI to
was
fix
going
that
on.
shit.
That sounds
Come
like
on.
Loving Spoonful, dude.
That's fine.
Motherfucker, that's when music are still. They didn't have the sound.
No, I'm
cleaning
just
and all
saying-
that shit right
What are the other
now.
four? What are you doing?
Okay.
Auto-tune
I realize
wasn't-
now it was a
When
meme.
was auto tune?
No, but also, but like there's songs
He
from
was
like
just making up 5 terrible songs in the style of the
Watch
60s.
it. This shit could be clean right now.
no, but like
This
like
shit could be cleaned right now.
there's songs from like like the Beethoven era that are just talking about like shit and piss. Like
That's good.
like there's nothing to them. Like these types of songs have always existed. These types
Yeah.
of songs have always been popular. People like whatever popular songs that are kind of relatable. Like when a conventionally attractive person makes generally decent enough music that is relatable
To a
and that they can
broad
listen to them
audience,
to a
yeah.
broad audience and that it has like that memory worm thing where like it'll get stuck in your head. Like it'll get popular. Like that's like the basic formula. Like
Yeah.
I mean, like what do you want? Like these types of
Taylor
songs have
Swift is
always
not,
existed.
is not the best example. I'm talking about others like Megan Thee Stallion, Billie Eilish, Ice Spice.
Cardi B.
I'm kind
Just the
of
mainstream.
rappers.
Just the
I'm
mainstream.
sensing a pattern here. They're all women.
Yeah.
I wonder. Any
No,
bad
no.
male?
Oh, Andres is gonna throw. Andres
Right
is
now,
gonna
male
throw
aren't
the.
what's hot right now.
s-
Male music's not what's hot
yeah,
right
it's
now.
actually
Yeah,
Especially
you
right
heard a
now,
Lil
it's
Pump?
not.
You ever heard of?
When's the last time you heard a
Kanye
fucking Lil
Bono.
Pump
That's
song,
like
man?
2016.
Okay, no,
and
no.
shit,
I
dude.
know a good example of a popular artist, generally popular artist.
Yeah.
That would
John
not have
Oliver?
blo-
Is
that,
that
that
his
would
name?
not
John
have.
Oliver?
Oh yeah,
John
perfect
Oliver.
music. No, that would not have blown up back in the day. And
Who?
he's good.
Who?
BBNO. How do you call it? From TikTok.
Who?
TikTok.
Let him
Dozens
go
of
away.
millions of listens.
Who?
Like 50, like over
BBL?
50 million
But
million
do
listens.
you understand why I'm saying who,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because it's
Drizzy.
completely different people
BBL
that get
Drizzy.
into these sections.
But that's what I
There's
mean.
so many.
Yes, that's my
Michael,
point.
you gotta look for better
Like,
music is what he's
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
No,
Stop
but
like
then-
fucking
let's-
stupid
there's
I
so
listen
many
to
more
great
options.
Let's
music.
explain the
I just don't
transitions.
appreciate the mainstream bullshit that people
Right.
idolize.
Also,
on
don't forget,
TikTok.
don't forget, different music is made for different things.
People.
Like Megan style music might not hit when you're like
But
driving
it's
home
the
from work,
popular trend. It's like what
but
the
when
fuck?
you're at the fucking club, and you're listening to some shit, Megan Stallion's music goes fucking
and
hard.
I'm not for
Like-
this wet ass
Yeah,
pussy.
Like if they're fucking dancing,
Yeah,
you're drunk at the
brother.
club,
I
like
don't
that
know,
shit
but
Beat it
fucking
up,
that
catch
shit
a
fucking
charge,
slaps.
extra hard,
Yeah,
extra large.
You're not
And then
paying
they're like-
attention to the lyrics. You're just fucking zoning out because you're drunk.
Every
and you're
time I'm in the
dancing with your
club, the
girl.
bass is
Like-
too loud to even listen.
Then by
to
that
the
logic,
music.
who the fuck goes to the
Exactly.
club to listen
Like,
to music,
this is
dude?
bad rock music.
Yeah, so what the fuck you bringing
For
that
the
up
vibe.
for?
For the vibe.
That's exactly
Exactly
my
what it
point.
is.
For the
Holy
vibe,
shit.
It's fucked
Come
up.
on now, come on.
Yeah,
No. Certain music is made just for the vibe. That's
All
not-
music
that's not
mainstream is just for the
For
fucking
vibe,
vibe now,
Not all of
dude.
it.
why it's
Not
different.
all
Holy
of it.
shit.
There's
That's
no
why it's
fucking way.
different.
Not
No,
all of it.
you just gave me two different fucking examples.
it's-
Taylor Swift is music mainstream.
It's
It's,
just
not
for
the
the
same as
vibe.
Megan Stallion music that's mainstream. Like they're two different entities. Like, come on.
No, but I see. That's what I'm saying. Taylor Swift is very popular because literally all her listeners, right? We're in a
Are women.
generation. We're in a generation with high anxiety.
If you go to the
high
80s, if you go to the 80s
high-
and listen to club
high
music, that's different
depression,
from club music
right?
now, dude.
Everything,
R&B.
literally and she's writing out one thing that relates to all teenage girls. Everything, and she's writing it out. That's why her music isn't that.
Wait, you're
Also-
telling me
creative.
you're telling me she knows her audience and
Yeah,
wants
yeah,
to appeal to them?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's
Damn,
crazy.
that's
dude.
crazy.
That's dumb,
What
Andres.
artist
That
would
does
want
not
to
make
appeal to
them
their
good.
what
That
artist
does
would
not
want to
make
appeal to
them
their
good.
audience?
That does
Like-
No,
not
I
make
didn't say
them
made him
good.
good, but
Like-
I'm saying
like-
you're hating.
An
the
artist
young.
doesn't have to
okay,
appeal
okay.
to people.
My-
An
my-
artist
my
is just an
argument-
artist,
Yes, it
and then the
does.
people
Yes, it
argument
does.
is-
No,
people
no,
like
no, no.
them.
Yes,
That's
you do.
it.
No, this is fucking stupid. This
Our
is like
argument, no,
this
my
is like
argument
TikTok
is
brain
what's-
rot.
Is it good
Like-
or bad music? That was my argument.
Well, no,
her
no, no.
music's
I said
not
it's
that good.
subjective. It's subjective.
Like you make a certain type of music, a certain type of people listens to that music. You want your music that you
You're-
make in a certain style to appeal to that type of person.
Artists,
Hector, you're
like-
right. Her music's not good. That's why she's a millionaire.
that money
Billionaire.
success.
Millionaire, actually, fucking chop off her head now.
Well, she did
She
100
paid to win, like you
shows.
do in
She just
paintball,
ended her
dude.
tour, so of course
Exactly.
she's gonna be a
She-
fucking
yeah,
billionaire.
she works pretty
Yeah,
hard, so.
yeah.
Oh my god.
She works harder than anybody.
Like-
Come on now.
Also,
than
also,
Harry
what is this about popular music? Kendrick is like a fucking super huge popular artist, and
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna say? His music is also fucking
he's had a
just
resurgence.
made
Kendrick-
like
Kendrick
was-
is
no,
not
but
he didn't do
Kendrick.
nothing
We
but
have
Kendrick
to
is
just-
like
we have to
mainstream music,
describe
dude.
it,
Not anymore.
What makes it put together?
Eminem just
Right?
released a fucking
He-
new song too.
Nobody gives a shit about
Like-
it.
Nobody cared about
gives
that
a
release.
fuck.
No, no,
Nobody
millions of
cares.
views.
No.
Yeah. Like what do you
But
mean?
who's
no one
bumping
cares?
that shit, dude?
No,
Hundreds of
Ain't
millions.
nobody
of views.
bumping that shit.
The radio, but you don't listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Who the fuck listens
Like,
to
I was listening
the
to the radio all day today. I didn't hear one Eminem song. I heard Kendrick 3 times.
What,
Yeah, well,
what radio
Kendrick,
station,
Kendrick
though?
is the most
It was
popular like
Kendrick
rap
3
right
times
now.
and
but
Drake
since-
4 times.
see,
Like-
I
this,
don't
is
know what
the,
the fuck.
this is the problem.
That artist subjective? I know.
Yeah. Oh,
no.
damn.
No, whoa.
Wild.
Andres,
Brooke
you're
Wild.
retarded. You have no.
Really
You,
been
you don't
hard?
have. You guys both don't have good arguments.
Artist subjective.
What
You
do you
need to
mean?
know how to play music to
The
understand.
dogs
it.
are fighting or something.
Right.
I don't know.
They've
Yeah,
been,
they're
they always
bullshit.
do that. Dude.
So
Andres plays the trumpet. That's close enough.
Bring
no,
the
that's
dogs
why
out
that's
to
what I'm
fight
saying.
off.
Like,
They were doing
piece out the song.
Oh,
I can play the
Right.
ocarina. You know.
Piece out the song.
I don't
what
have
makes
to be
it-
able to break
what
down the
makes it-
music to
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
it.
I don't need to know like the
Why you gotta
specifics
be
of how a
touching
cow
me?
was raised to know that this
Yeah,
burger is shit.
Then you're just blindly
Like-
listening to it.
No, 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 no.
Then you're not actually.
You
you're
didn't
not-
listen
you're
to
not
my
act-
analogy.
You're not, you're
No,
not
you-
actually.
You clearly
you're
did not
not
listen to my
actually
analogy.
analyzing the
Yeah,
song.
his analogy was a
Yeah.
good analogy. It's like
Yeah.
saying, "Oh my god, I'm enjoying this burger. At what temperature was it cooked? Did you flip it or did you season it? No.
Hell yeah, that's a
can
shit ass
enjoy it.
burger if you don't know how to cook it. well.
That's my
I
point. That's
can
why I ended
enjoy
it
it
with, "Oh, I don't need
Andres,
to know."
Andres just fucking swallows the burger. He doesn't taste shit.
Exactly.
No, 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 no,
And
no.
that's-
But that's why my analogy works
That's why he
because
said
like
Rallies was good.
no. But like that's why my
That's
analogy
why he said
works.
Rally
Shit's
was good. I'm
burger
like,
meat.
what? You're fucking. You guys are.
I
just
think Rallies
gross.
was cheap. I
Like
never
you
said it
don't
was
you don't
great.
need to
Yes,
know.
you did. You're like all about rallies. You're like, remember he put it at the B tier, right?
You did
Fuck
put it at
you,
the B
Andres.
tier.
You did.
Yeah.
You
Because
did.
the
Fuck
price.
you.
I always combine
Fuck
price.
you,
Oh, that's
Andres.
true. That's
you
true.
Thought,
That's
no,
true.
you said you said it was
Price.
Price
good.
is like number one in my head. But
No, no, no.
you
But
need to
but like
understand.
that's why I specifically said you don't need to know the seasoning of a fucking burger to
Yes,
know it
you
tastes
do.
like shit. No, you
Look,
know it tastes like
look,
shit. You
look,
fucking
look,
retarded.
I have
You
an
need to know the
actual thing.
seasoning and the
Hell
temperature cook that to know that
I
it was
wouldn't
shit.
eat it if it made like shit.
I don't need to know that to know that it tasted like shit, dude. Are your taste buds off?
no,
Like-
I was.
I don't- you have COVID, you're
If
probably
something
not
tastes
gonna
like, if a
like it.
burger tastes like, should be like, this shit needs salt. This
Yeah,
shit needs
exactly.
this.
Yeah,
Huh.
but
You
I
should
don't
know
need
what
to-
goes
no,
in
no.
it.
I
You
don't need to know
what
that to
goes
know
in
that it tastes like shit. I just know, hey, this tastes like fucking
No, no,
shit.
no.
I don't want to eat this anymore.
Actually, let's go deeper. You can eat a burger.
Like,
You can eat a
I don't want to
burger.
fucking eat this. Take this shit
Listen,
back.
listen. You can eat a burger
Oh.
and go, huh? This this isn't salty enough. And then someone can eat that same burger and go, no, it's perfectly fine as it is.
Because they're used
you
to
have
eating
different
shit.
tastes.
You're
Because they're
wrong.
used to
You're
eating
definitely
shit.
wrong.
That's not.
You're definitely
no,
you
no.
need to train your tongue to be a proper test.
Okay.
You need
Okay,
to
Gordon
train your tongue.
Ramsay,
Okay.
fucking
Okay.
Wagyu steak is the only
Okay. Hold on. Art is subjective, true,
Oh my
but you can say
Lord.
that about most things. So someone can be
It's
like,
too-
"Ooh, I
yeah.
love eating a bowl of turds. It's
too-
my favorite
it's
fucking
too-
food. It's so
too easy
delicious."
Yeah, it's too easy to say things are subjective. Yeah, as my argument was, is it
terrible.
really good or bad? You have to
Well,
analyze.
But
it.
it's not black
You have
and
to
white.
analyze
You're still
it.
eating
No,
turds.
if you want
not
to,
black
if you
and
want to
white.
take it that far, now we're going into philosophy.
No,
Technically,
fuck
yeah, no.
philosophy.
This is
Philosophy and
This is-
religion are full of lies.
No, you're fucking retarded. This is actually fucking philosophy.
Philosophy.
This is literally a subject in philosophy, unironically.
There's too many biases.
You watch
You didn't pay
Celtics,
attention
bro.
to your college classes, Hector.
I
This
do.
is literally
You
philosophy.
You cannot bring
Everything,
religion
everything
into
is.
this.
This is not philosophy. Is not religion. Are you fucking retarded?
Philosophy's not religion.
Like
You cannot bring biases.
at the end of the day, literally everything you can look at is subjective. What we're talking about
sure,
is
but someone can be like, "I love eating pieces of shit." At the end of the day, you're still eating pieces of shit, dude.
Not
Yeah.
hurting anyone, dude.
yeah,
Fucking
honestly.
let 'em be. They're,
Yeah.
they're scat fetishists,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You don't see me
That's
going,
disgusting.
Going
I don't say that's not weird.
That's not
That's
good.
It doesn't
That's
take
not
away from the
healthy.
fact that they're
You don't
eating
encourage
shit.
That, Andres. You do not
I'm
encourage
not
that.
encouraging.
We're
it.
not encouraging
I'm
that.
not
So then
advocating
do
for
not
it.
let it be.
I'm saying
Eliminate it. Do not let it be.
I don't like
Oh,
gay people.
my
Yeah, eliminate.
No, that's a bias. That's a bias.
not a
and that-
bias.
And that's
No,
discrimination.
'cause
They're
it's
both
not-
biases,
discrimination.
dude.
Not
Dude.
according to my Bible.
Dude, literally every opinion you
That's
have is a
discrimination.
bias, whether it
That's
is
true.
based
That's
on
not
fact
an
or not.
opinion.
Yes,
That's
yes.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what when I
every single
explained
opinion-
pineapple does not belong on pizza.
You're fucking
I went
retarded.
down and down. I was like, pineapple
Dude.
has acidity. The fucking sauce has acidity. Why are you adding more acidity?
COVID
to a
ruined your
I
pie?
think
taste
it
buds.
depends, I
COVID
think it
ruined your
depends on the
taste buds.
tomato sauce.
By your
You got
logic,
COVID.
You got
I
COVID
never
more
got
than me.
COVID.
I
No,
never got
COVID.
COVID.
I got COVID
With
once.
all this
That's
screaming, you guys are
it.
gonna
No,
give me
once.
fucking COVID. I don't want that shit.
Hector, by your logic, I could make a pizza with a pineapple sauce base and throw pepperoni on it, and
Hell,
it'd be a
that'll
good
still
pizza.
be more acidity. You're still stupid.
No,
You're
there's
still
no tomato.
stupid.
There's
Why
only
does it matter about the
Yeah.
acidity? Why the fuck does it
Yeah,
matter?
that's just-
It's
that's
if you
not
like the
called
taste,
pineapple
like
sauce.
the
Also,
taste.
also,
It's called
what if you
pineapple
like fucking
puree.
more acidic? What if you like more acidic pizza?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just
What if you like more acidic
They
pizza?
have discussed.
Then you have.
Ah.
Hey,
Are you
hold on,
fucking
hold on,
retarded?
hold on.
Bias,
Then you have
bias.
to at least address. I like acidic pizza. You can't just say I like
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah,
You have
exactly.
to say I like
Like
acidic
acidic
pizza.
pizza.
Is it not pizza?
Exactly.
Is it suddenly not fucking pizza?
It's
Yes.
acidic pizza.
Why
It's
is it
acidic-
not
We're
fucking?
getting
It's
back
not-
to
Another
philosophy.
thing.
No.
It's another thing. Edward, you just created your own thing.
No. We're going back to.
I like burgers,
No.
but I like putting chocolate syrup on it. You like chocolate syrup burgers. There's
So
a
you still
difference.
like
now.
fucking
You don't
burgers?
say it's a
Never
burger.
gonna
No,
do
hell
that.
no.
Never
You
Like,
can't
okay.
just throw it
Come on
in.
now.
We're going
That's
back
what
to the
people
past
do.
in the
You can't just
podcast
throw it in.
I'm
where
keeping it
Michael
simple.
doesn't know adjectives. He doesn't know fucking adjectives.
You can't
it
just
simple.
throw things
I'm
in and
keeping it
expect it
simple.
to be.
I'm
There's
drenching
some
spit
people.
over here.
There's some people that
drenched.
like salty stuff more than other people, and there's some people that don't
Ooh,
like it as
kickball.
salty.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, okay, these rosemary potatoes, right? They're delicious, and someone goes, they need a little
But
bit
that's
of
why
salt.
you can't really say. You can't really say that's bad. Right?
That's why art is subjective.
No,
you
no,
just
no.
admitted. You just conceded the
that's
point.
Not subjective. No, you can't
No,
say
at
it's
the
bad.
end of
because
the
There, it's
day-
subjective, but there's still
So it's
metrics
not
that keep
subjective
it
if
from being
it's
good
made
and
properly.
bad.
It's not
Okay,
subjective
and what
if
would
it's
those
made
metrics
properly,
be?
Right?
If
You
they
want to
did
go
it-
sales?
they
You want to
did
go
it-
popularity?
Yeah, give me some
It
Yeah,
can't just. It
yeah.
can't be just based off popularity because anything can be popular nowadays. You can like Skibbity Toilet, and does that mean it's a great fucking song? No, it's just a fucking song that's just out there and people listen to it, especially little kids. Does that mean it's a good song? No. So you can't base it on just popularity. You have
So
to base
what
it
are
on
the
the
criteria?
quality
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the song
Yeah,
itself.
quality.
Okay, how do you
How?
define that?
If
How
you
do I measure
if
it?
you put a song out
Like the
and
riff.
it goes and if you
Like
if you
the
put a song
bass.
out and you get a wide range of people that isn't just this is just my little culture, my little subculture of people that like Skibbity. No, if you put a song out and you get people from different types of the styles, people different preferences. Not just a small group of people. Like if you put up a rap song and you're getting people who like it across the country, if you get it from people across the world who have nothing to do with that culture, like Michael Jackson, a great example. He played out music, and it wasn't just only black people like Michael Jackson. He's loved worldwide.
I mean, I don't know if you knew this, but he was rich and famous as a child, which was then just
Rich and
used-
famous
So then-
as a child.
So
Yeah,
pay
he
to
was.
win.
He was part of the Jackson 5. Jackson 5 was a huge fucking thing.
humongous.
They were
pay
not
to
a
win.
big thing
That's not a good
as
example.
when he was
Yeah,
when he
that's
went
not a good
solo. That's
example.
what do you mean?
That's not a good
How's
example.
that not a good example?
He
That's
was
not.
not as big.
He was not as big.
Nepo
Shut
baby.
the
Also, even
oh my
even
God,
even
he's not a
here-
nipple baby,
He
dude.
was really
Also-
small. He was a small man. He was a child. He wasn't that
He was
big,
abused
dude.
by his father.
He wasn't as big as he was as an adult.
The Jackson 5 was
I'll
as
give you that.
popular as any fucking band that was at the time, dude.
That's not true.
That's
not
not
true.
true. That's not true. That's
Multiple
not
number
true.
one,
No.
Yeah.
number one
Yeah,
records.
topping the charts is not popular now.
Yeah, you're
Bro,
right.
my
Bro,
God.
bro.
Damn, topping the
Thriller
charts is nothing, nothing,
still in
dude.
the top 200 albums of all time. fucking the Jackson 5 fucking albums aren't up there. dude.
Exactly,
Fuck
dude.
no.
But
Fuck no.
What do you mean?
Because taste
What's the
change.
time period? Yeah, taste. Okay, oh, dude, fucking Beethoven is not in the top charts anymore. I guess
Yes,
his
he
music is
is.
shit.
Dog shit.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
2,000
dog
years old,
shit,
my nigga.
dude.
What are you talking about? What are you
That is
talking about?
2,000 years old.
All
dude.
right, damn.
Okay.
But he's still
Classical
known.
music, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I love fucking. I
Classical
love
music,
fucking
I guess
caveman
he's
shit.
shit.
Bongos,
But he's not.
dude.
But he's not. But he's not in the top 200. He's not in the top 200 charts of all time.
Edward, but we still refer to
But he's
him.
not in the
Okay,
top.
wait,
we refer
Walter
to
just
him
said
'cause
Walter's
he
basis.
made
Walter's basis
music.
was the top
We
200
refer
of
to
all
him 'cause they
time.
made
music.
He's not in
I
there.
said trending albums. 200
He's-
trending albums right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, 200 trending albums.
Hector,
Beethoven
give-
is not in there.
Hector, give me some metrics by which I can measure a song that is good or bad.
Hold on, pause.
So
Before
you
that,
check, so you
Hector,
check their bass, right? You check
Oh.
you
For
check
what?
their-
You check the bass
Uh,
for what?
yeah, yeah.
for the level of bass. You-
What
you-
level
you-
of
no,
bass?
no.
What's a good level of
That's a
bass?
good metric right there, my dude.
Alright,
I love
You go.
bass.
You
Yeah.
go.
No, no,
It's
I love
simply
it
what
when
I
you
just.
go-
It's
do
just
the
simply what I
standard
said.
deviation. We'll do standard deviation.
So the
across line.
average? So something the average person would listen to? So something that would get
It's
popular?
simple.
no,
It's
no.
simple.
Yeah.
You put a song out,
Okay, okay.
and you have to
You
get.
don't have to. You,
there's no way to objectively
You're limiting-
measure.
you're
like,
limiting-
what
I
it
just
is.
said how.
Go.
You're limiting statistics.
Go.
Standard deviation could be used in a riff of music. You know what a riff is, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. So you look at that, you compare, you do a comparison to the other music, right? Something that's similar to that one. So we'll do Taylor Swift, right? Genre of pop, to Madonna, another genre of pop,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have.
Oh,
to,
Walter, you just had to ask me out. You didn't have to go do all that.
You want to go out?
Okay, okay.
You have to look at
you,
the
you haven't answered my question. What's a good
I
bass?
am answering your questions,
Yeah,
right?
So you have
I
to
got
then
it.
get other music to make sure this music is good? So how do you know that other music is good?
Yeah.
Where do you start?
Has evolved together in a nice rhythm.
No,
First
but
of
where
all-
That's the definition of
all,
rhythm.
no.
You're
Alright.
starting to go into
First of
circular
all,
reasoning
no,
because
no,
you're
no.
using
If you're
another
gonna
song that you
circle-
already
this is
like
like-
as
that's
a
a good
basis
song.
for
What's the
What's
comparison.
definition of
Good?
rhythm? Tell me
Heck,
what's the
heck,
definition of
Hector,
rhythm.
Hector, you're
Irrelevant.
reasoning.
It
hold
is
on, hold on.
irrelevant. Rhythm makes music, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, rhythm is the bass.
Yeah, how do you
no, no.
define
Come on.
how do you define
Hey,
music?
I'm asking.
So-
How do you
asking a
define
question.
music? How do you define
It's
music?
good if a black person made it. All right, that's the. If a black person made
True,
that shit,
true,
fire,
true.
all right? Come
Facts.
on.
That's
Facts.
why
Only
when
else
you,
that
when you
shit's
take
garbage.
music class, Andres.
Only
When
only
you take
disabled
music
music make
class-
only disabled people make good music. That's it.
Exactly.
When you
I'm
take
trying to
music
be
I didn't say
objective
that. I
here,
said black people.
right?
Oh, that's it.
What is Edward talking
What
about?
are you talking
Because
about?
Walter said only blind
Only
people.
black people.
Edward, you
Okay.
Blind black people. Like Ray Charles. And fucking, what's the other guy's name?
26
The other
kilometers
is
Ray
Ray
Charles.
Charles.
26 kilometers. Is
Jamie
another-
Foxx as Ray
Jamie
Charles.
Foxx, yeah.
Jamie Foxx is Ray Charles. And
Okay,
then,
okay. Let's break it down, right? Music is a vocal or
Oh my God!
instrumental
This nigga brought up
sound
the Wikipedia. my
combined
nigga.
in such a way to produce
Oh my
beauty
God.
of form, harmony, and expression of emotion.
Good.
just
So
type
you-
that shit
you
in there
need
5
good
minutes ago.
harmony,
That's good.
right? You need good
What's
rhythm.
good harmony?
Yeah, yeah.
Something that makes sense. It has to
What-
make
How do you
What makes
define
it-
what makes sense,
how do you
dude?
define
Define
If you
harmony.
can get a
Look-
bunch of
look up
people from
harmony.
different
Look up harmony
ranges
and look
of
up
So
rhythm.
you're
style
saying
and
if someone,
likes,
if we can find someone from Japan or a group of people from Japan
So
that are
wait, no,
native to
no.
Japan that like Taylor Swift,
Anyone-
that means Taylor Swift music is good?
Are they black?
No.
is it just Japan?
Are they
No, no, no.
black?
Listen, I can solve it. I can use Michael's definition to solve it.
Yeah.
You're telling me we need to get a general group of people that are unbiased and put them together, maybe such a general chart. We'll call it a pop chart, right? The top 100 songs of today, which
Yeah.
would generally be.
I know
what
who.
a lot
I
of
know
people
who should.
listen
I know
to.
who we should
That
do
doesn't
this.
mean
I
it's
think
good.
that's how you do it.
Remember that you know that one.
Come
Remember you know
on
that
now.
one tribe that has no technology. In,
Oh yeah, let's go blast R&B.
yeah.
music to them.
Yeah.
Let's see what the reaction is, and that's legit. That's
It's
that's
gonna be noise to
authentic.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's authentic.
Okay, so what happens when you play Michael Jackson's Thriller and they're like, this is just noise to them
Oh,
because
this
it's not.
Dude, that's
Not
what.
to
That's
the
why.
wall, like,
That's,
that's good
Wait,
shit
hold on,
right
hold on.
there.
that's why you need to understand music. You need to understand the history of music. Andre.
You're telling me the uncontacted Amazonian tribes gonna start going dun dun dun
Yeah, yeah,
dun,
just-
dun,
Yeah.
dun,
Dude,
dun,
that's
dun,
how
So
dun.
big
see,
he
that's why you
is.
need to
This is a
fucking
big
study
man.
music. All you
What are you
guys.
talking about?
No, that's
When
why
it first started,
That's why you need to
when it
understand
first
adjectives.
started, when music first started,
Uh-huh.
people were spooked by it, right? People, the Aztecs made these instruments to make it sound like animal calls,
And where are we
right?
going right now?
So now, when people try to put in
you're high.
harmony
You're high,
or
Hector.
rhythm into it, something so it just makes a very clear sequence of music.
People
People were freaking out because in their fucking heads, their heads couldn't make ups or down of it.
I don't know if they were freaking
And then
out.
once they kept
Yeah.
cleaning the music, right? Once it actually sounded,
What do you mean
sounded
cleaning the
well.
music?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
When you tune an instrument, right, Andres? You bring it
So
to a
you're
you
telling me-
bring it to a
You're
pitch, right?
telling me the
You bring it to a
cavemen-
pitch.
the cavemen who enjoyed their rhythmic
They
thumping of
didn't
the
have
drums.
music when caveman.
What
I'll
do
bet
you
you
mean?
$7 billion.
Yes.
Put it up,
man.
Hector,
Put it up.
Hector, I will bet you.
If there's
the
a
fucking
fucking
animal-
drum,
I will bet you the house.
Is that shit on Spotify?
70,000.
I will bet you the house.
Bet.
I'll bet you the GDP of a small African nation, dude.
Yeah.
The oldest known musical instrument is a 60,000-year-old Neanderthal flute.
60,000.
Fuck off.
Neanderthal
Oh, it's only
caveman,
10,000 years
dude.
off.
The skin flute.
Neanderthal
You're
or
so
caveman.
off. When
was the first
when is
flute,
the
man.
start of human civilization? When?
Modern human civilization
Way
didn't
after
start-
60,000
Yeah,
years ago.
modern human
Way
civilization is
after.
only like
What was the
20,000 years
instrument?
old.
Yeah.
What was the instrument?
Flute.
A flute.
A flute. To make animal calls.
Okay, look,
right?
look. We know that
To
Why
make
are we
animal
Michael
talking
calls.
about
Jackson,
that,
artists,
though?
an artist like
Why are
Michael
we
Jackson
talking
will be
about
taught
this?
through history. Do you
Okay,
think artists
okay.
like
It
Billie
still has
Eilish
to
are going to
make
be taught in
sense.
history?
Music has to make sense to be good music.
Did she break
I know
records?
That's
Taylor
what I'm
Swift
saying.
will.
But
I
but
know
okay,
Taylor Swift
but
will.
is she going to be at the same like when people study about Michael Jackson, it's and like
We
go
don't
50 years in
know
the future,
that.
think she's going to be?
Hold on,
Let's
Michael.
go like this.
Michael,
Do we-
I will easily, I will easily
talk
tell you.
this
Oh, sorry.
time,
Go ahead. Go
Are we
ahead. Go
talking
ahead.
about Madonna still? All right, Madonna's like from the 80s, right? She
Right.
still has those
Yeah.
records up there.
Yeah.
We're not going to forget about Madonna, right?
Right.
That's all we're talking about her.
Maybe. Yeah.
in
exactly.
20, 30 years.
They're gonna be like, "Whoa, listen to this classic music my parents used to listen to as kids
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
2050." And
Yeah.
it's gonna be like, "Bad guy." Dun-na, dun-na-na-na.
You
Yeah,
think
yeah.
everything from that era is great, but you think that
No,
that
we're
was
still-
probably
The popular
we're still
stuff.
not-
that
we're
Look,
still-
look,
survived
Michael,
because
Michael.
it's okay.
The popular stuff survives because it gets recorded.
But
and
one
played
popular
above.
song
Yeah.
does not compare to a whole musician, dude. A whole artist. That's what I'm
Also-
saying. You think her as a whole artist is gonna hold on through the
Yes.
years?
I will.
Not-
I
not-
will.
not
I
to
will
the-
put this comparison. I will put this comparison. Hold on.
Okay, go.
There is a band I like very much. There's a song of theirs I like very much.
Who
It's
is
called
it?
Mommy Long. It's called Mommy Longlegs.
Who?
Mommy Longlegs. That's what the band is called.
Uh huh.
I think.
I thought you were
music-
describing Walter's fetish. Dude.
Yeah. That too. That's how I got started into it, actually. No.
Why are you scratching me?
Is that that
Quinn?
band where everyone's like screaming "mother"?
No.
When they go into the fucking.
No,
when
it
they-
is not. It is not.
That's Pink Floyd.
It
dude.
is
What
not.
are you talking
Yeah.
about? They would take LSD, go on stage, and just go,
It's-
"Mother."
No,
It's this.
the,
it's
the
this
fans
punk
are
band.
screaming "mother"
Go
to
on.
their.
It's this punk band that is a subgenre of punk called Riot Girl. I personally think their music, their lyrics, everything is like a million times better than Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I like this band more than I have ever liked any Taylor Swift song.
Uh-huh.
How did they get
and
popular?
The more than they are not. They are nowhere near more popular. Who have
No,
you
I said
hear
how did they get their popular their fans now?
through people listening to them, like just
Through
through
TikTok?
Spotify. No, I learned about it through TikTok, but that was way after they were already popular.
Why does social media matter, though?
Yeah. No, why
If
does it
it's-
matter?
If it's a way to spread ideas,
Yeah.
don't you want
B-
people
no,
to
because
double-
be-
it's a
no,
double-edged
because
sword.
that's
Oh,
I
shit.
can
no,
listen
no,
to
no,
my
no,
music.
no, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No, no,
Double-edged
because
sword.
Hold on, sorry.
You're wrong, Andres, because the
No,
double-edged sword.
no,
it causes
the way-
I learned about
misinformation.
that. I learned about the Beatles on the
way-
newspaper.
way
I
things-
guess I'm not a
the
real
way
Beatles
things,
fan.
The way
Misinformation.
things get popular now on
There's-
TikTok is not the same as how things got popular when we were growing up.
Oh.
When we were listening to
Do you know
music,
why?
when we were listening,
listening,
Yeah.
no, because now it's just bandwagon
It is just
vibe
bandwagon.
shit, dude.
It's just
That's all it
bandwagon shit.
is.
Who?
It's bandwagon shit.
Who?
Social media is a double-edged sword.
Back then,
that means
back then,
misinformation can also be
look,
spread.
this is how it was
Who
back
here
then.
listens to the radio?
back
No,
then-
shut the
back
fuck up.
back
Who
then-
listens to the radio?
Here back then when we
Who here
were
listens to the radio?
here
I
back
listen
then
to
I
radio
don't.
today, yeah.
Here back
I'll
then when we
admit
were
it,
in
I
middle
don't listen
school.
to the radio.
That's
I don't
three
watch
out-
TV.
that's
Here,
three out
I don't
of
watch
five.
TV.
look,
That's
hold on.
majority.
Here back then when we were
I
in
didn't
middle
finish
school,
my point.
we would hear a popular song or whatever in the radio, right? Okay, fine. You listen to one fucking popular thing on the radio. Maybe it was Linkin Park. Maybe it was whatever the fuck you were listening to. Okay. After that, it was up to you to go on your own to do your own research. And I like this song. I want to listen to this artist more. And you go and you find it. Now it's just, oh, here's a fucking TikTok song. I'm gonna blast it on everything on your For You page over and over again. And then like, oh, there's
That's
a bunch of
still
people that
one
like it.
song. You need to
No.
go look up the rest of the artists to find the other music. My
They're
favorite
all,
song of
but they're
Riot-
only
My
popular. The
favorite
only
song
songs
from
that are
Mommy Longlegs
popular.
isn't even the one I first found. Like
That's you
what?
though. But the
No.
majority of fans
No,
just
no,
like
no,
those
no.
songs.
Most,
That's it.
No, most
You don't
people.
know that,
the
though.
the song I found out about it from on TikTok wasn't even their most popular
Look up the
song.
songs and how much
Like-
people. What songs do people listen to the most?
like
Billie
and
Eilish. It's
this
the
is
popular
besides
ones
the
that
point.
pop up on
You
TikTok.
derailed my point already by far. Like my point here is that like this band that I think is
Bandwagon.
way better than fucking Taylor Swift, right? In 50 years, who's gonna remember Mommy Longlegs? Maybe a couple of people, but
Okay.
not most people. Most
Right.
people are gonna remember Taylor Swift. Why? Because the music is generally good enough and it is popular, and people
No,
will think
because
it is still good
because it's
later
fucking
on.
bullshit. The way
It's
that
bullshit.
people
No,
get
no.
popular,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Besides,
bullshit.
Taylor Swift got
maybe
big
maybe
before
Mommy
social
Longlegs
media was even
maybe
that
Mommy
big.
Longlegs deserves it, but she'll
Like-
never or he or she will never
Exactly.
They.
It's good.
get it. They will never get it because the media is
Yeah,
fucked.
fuck,
It's like
it's-
here's
it's
the
fucked.
clout, here's the
Whip out
vibe,
your
here's who gets
phone.
popular.
Media is a
Whip out
double-edged
my phone.
sword.
Whip out your
Media is a
phone.
double-edged
Whip out
sword.
your phone.
It doesn't
Give him
it
his
works
phone.
and it doesn't work, Andres.
Pull up his credit card information. information.
Pull out my
Give it
social
to me. Give
security.
it to me now.
Give me the social security.
Give it to me.
No, but like think about how we were like, when we listened to music as a kid, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's think of some.
I guess like it's just
Did you
some
wanna
music.
stick to
You
No,
Why
listen to the
that?
music your
Since-
parents show you, but
no,
continue.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Ooh.
No, I
You
didn't.
walked in at 8 years old to a record store and went,
Yeah.
show me that new
Who is that?
You fucking Googled it, man. You fucking illegally
Right, we're
illegally
talking-
downloaded
We're talking
it.
about influence, right? All right, let's do it by your logic, right? Disney Channel. I
Yeah.
fucking listen to this Disney Channel music, right? Disney Channel radio,
Yeah.
whatever, right? My first iPod. I never heard of this. I never heard of this band. I don't even know what rock alternative is. I never heard of them at all. Zero information
Where did you
About-
find out about them?
by my brother.
What are you doing?
From your brother.
Yeah.
Where did he
No,
find out
but-
about them?
no.
Yeah.
My brother didn't find out about them
are you
from
doing?
someone else. But here's the thing: I know nothing about music, right? Nothing. I don't know what's good. I don't know what's bad.
Hey!
I listened to Green Day,
Uh-huh.
and I thought that was the best thing I ever heard in my sound.
Uh-huh.
Play that shit.
Prior to my knowledge of pop music
Give me that.
from Disney Channel, right?
Uh-huh.
That's my information. Hold on. Go.
That belongs to somebody. You can't play
That's
this.
my information.
So
That's
that
all
belongs
I
to somebody.
have.
Copyright.
Experience with Disney Channel pop music before I even heard Green Day. I knew
Uh-huh.
nothing about them. I never know they were mainstream. Nothing. Absolutely zero. So when I listened to Green Day, it was automatically better because it's just good music.
So what
No.
you
Music
want
is
is
good
to be
music.
tricked into not knowing that something is popular, so you can feel like you can enjoy it better.
Hell yeah! What the fuck?
Okay.
You literally said
That means it's authentic.
Yeah,
and
it's
So you
authentic.
want to be
You
tricked
dumb
into
shit.
believing something
if
isn't as
something-
popular
if
as it
something-
is.
If something is popular and
You
it just
bum
and
ass
you
fuckers.
discover it
Also,
without
you say
you're-
Green Day as if it wasn't the most mainstream music at
Yeah,
that time.
I
like
didn't know
the most
that.
generic
didn't
shit
know.
ever.
That's the point that he
That's the
didn't
whole
know.
point.
He
That's
didn't
the
know.
whole
If Green
point.
Day came
But
out nowadays, if Green Day came
I-
out right
I
now,
won this
if
fucking
Green
argument.
Day
No,
came
you
out
didn't.
right now,
They would be the Beatles.
Yeah.
They would be
if
the
Green
Beatles
Day
of
came out
today.
right now,
They
there
would
would be
control
people
the U.S. government from the.
There would be
I
no
didn't know.
authentic.
I did not know. That's
Okay.
why I told you.
That's the point. That's his
remember,
point.
My experience first, listening to any music was Disney Channel music, right? Pop, Mighty Cyrus, whatever. I knew them before.
So in essence, you
Green
just
Day.
want to feel better than other people for
I-
knowing something
Hell
without knowing
no.
it's popular.
It's
I
authentic
still-
that
it's
way. That means
authentic
it's not
that way.
So it's
bandwagoning.
more
It's
authentic
authentic.
that
I
you
don't
think
even
you're
know
better
what's
than other
talking
people that
about.
discovered it other ways.
No.
My
I'd
question is still
Like-
You're
unanswered.
taking it so.
What
My
is your
question
question,
is still
my
unanswered.
child? What is the question?
What makes
The
it
question
good?
is,
What is the question?
define how can I measure good music?
By learning
By-
how to
What
the
play
fuck?
music.
By
You just said
listening
it.
to it, dude.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, you
It's
guys
just
didn't. You
measured
guys
by
used a
the-
bunch
by-
of
by the
circular
metrics.
reasoning
It
arguments
has
to
to
try to
make
justify your
sense.
position that doesn't
It
make
can't
sense in the
just-
first
It
place.
cannot just be an influence.
At the
Okay,
end of the
okay,
day,
has to
okay,
make
okay, okay.
sense.
Okay, so you think if artists came out and they weren't allowed to brand the way that they do nowadays, where it can't be just, oh, this is a vibe, this is a thing, and it was just
It
solely
has to
based
make
off
sense.
just their music. Do you really think the artists that are famous now will still be famous? 100% without any of that to
Probably.
get
Hold on,
because
no,
like
no,
Edward
hold on.
said, it's a catchy tune. at the end
Yes,
of the day,
yes,
too.
catchy tunes will always hook people. At least some people. But maybe here's the thing.
That's what catchy. But a
that's
catchy tune has to make sense. It has to
That's
have
a
good rhythm. It has
catch-22.
to have good harmony.
because they got popular in a certain environment. If you change the environment, you're gonna come out different. If I change where you were born, you're gonna come out different. You're not gonna be the same
Yep.
Michael. If I gave you like before you were born,
Music
to like
has been the same since forever.
Oh
since
my
how
God,
it
you're
was.
retarded.
Lie,
You're
are
the
you
way it's
stupid?
come out.
It's only changed
That
right
is the
now.
stupidest take you've had on
How
this
music gets
podcast.
famous now.
Music-
How music gets
music has-
famous now.
music-
How music gets famous now is completely different to how it was in even the 90s or even the 2000s, dude.
Because
Yes.
of social media, but
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to say. It's just bandwagoning vibe bullshit, dude.
bandwagoning vibe
You would
bullshit.
say the same thing if we
Yeah.
put you back in the 60s,
That's
dude.
true.
You
That's
would
not
say-
true because
Yes,
there's
it's
no
true. Be like,
bandwagoning
no,
vibe.
Beatles.
bullshit.
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
know.
No,
The
no,
Beatles.
no, 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 no.
Music
I
back
listen
then
to the
was new.
Yardbirds.
That's
Yeah.
new.
No,
It
no,
wasn't
no, no,
what's
no.
hip. It was new.
That's
It was
incorrect.
Curly
That's actually
Craig.
incorrect. There's
No.
dozens.
Yeah.
That's incorrect.
No. Edward, you
That's
fucking
That's
the
incorrect.
retarded.
There's dozens of TikTok accounts that are taking like relatively old music from like the 90s
TikTok account.
and like
Nah.
like doing like oh and like it's like their dad or whatever and like oh I remember this tune and they start playing something
They're
from
asking
even
for ya.
older. Like what people have been sampling music. Hello.
I'll call you back.
You didn't let me give him a goodbye kiss.
Nigga, I'm gonna beat the
let me
fuck
charge
out
you.
of you. At the end of the day, black people make the music is good. That's it. Okay, stop it. Shut
That's
the
Bro
fuck
Till
up.
Friday.
Shut the fuck up. I gotta fight this guy now. Vocals on me and shit, dude.
Authentic, nah.
Authentic. Okay, yeah,
All
yeah.
right, Michael.
Before you break something, stop,
Michael,
dude.
they're retarded.
So many times I gotta
They're
blink.
retarded.
You're retarded, dude.
Stop.
No, we
What?
don't want no influence to.
No.
Bruh,
I'm not even talking
no
about
influence.
You still haven't
Yeah,
answered
yeah,
my question.
yeah.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You literally used
I
a bunch of
literally
circular
went-
reasoning
It
arguments
has
to
to
You
make
justify
listen
sense.
to the
position.
music, and if it's good, that's
So it's
it.
subjective. It's to
It's
your
subjective.
taste.
No.
What?
Okay, look,
You
look,
just
Edward.
said he just
No.
described that same thing.
Edward, I
You
listen,
literally.
I listen to Disney Channel pop
Stop.
music.
You're giving me
Why
your
you
own
listen to
personal
that?
experience.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
definition.
That's
but
not
the
The
that's
majority
not
of
a
people
definition.
came up on music
That's
like
not
that back in the day, dude.
Exactly.
Not
I-
nowadays.
I
It's
have
just
no- I
this
have
is the
no
trendy
knowledge.
TikTok song that's on every
This-
fucking edit.
this is
I
just-
like this song now.
This is
and
just-
put it on the fucking radio because it's what the kids are listening
This
to.
is just hating on young people shit. It's the same thing that's always happened.
If
This
you-
is just hating on young people
No.
shit.
It's
This
my
is the same
turn.
thing.
You cannot
Same
Walter,
thing.
My
Let
turn.
Walter
Same
speak.
thing.
Put my hand
Let
up.
him speak.
Alright. If it has 5 stars, it's good. If it has 1 star, it's bad. That's it.
There we go.
Alright?
Perfect.
If it has
Perfect.
5
GG.
stars, it's
GG.
good.
No.
The
1
most
star is
accurate
bad.
scale I've heard all
That's
day.
it.
The
That's
next
it.
question:
Alright.
How do you decide if food is good?
You know how to make it. Fuck you guys.
Also,
you
I
guys
also
have
know
no
how to make
taste
a
buds.
hold on,
way
hold
too
on,
many
hold on,
guys
hold on,
have
hold on,
taste
hold on, hold on, hold on. Back to my original point.
We
There's
gonna
also
rape
fact.
you.
There's
Keep
a
doing that
proper way
shit.
of making food. Fuck you guys. You guys don't know how to
You're fucking
cook.
retarded.
Let's have it. What happened to that?
Hey, before you break something, stop.
Wait, what happened to that food contest where we got cookies, like literally chef contest?
Also,
You guys don't know how to cook.
also retard Q&A. Like,
Yeah.
like
sit over
there's
there.
there's factors outside of your control what you consider good too. Like,
No.
yeah, there is.
Things-
Oh, you want to fucking
things-
bet? There's people with the cilantro
things could
gene.
be perfect.
No, no, no.
People
You're
cannot
fucking
be
retarded.
perfect.
You're fucking retarded. I have the most
Things
accurate
could be
thing.
perfect.
There is a gene that makes cilantro
I
taste
see.
like fucking soap and makes you hate it.
Yeah.
Your very DNA before you're even born has
Yep.
predisposed you to dislike cilantro.
But when you taste it,
That's
it's
a
still
skill issue.
cilantro. Yeah,
like,
it's a skill issue.
oh, genetics
In
is a skill
superior,
issue.
yeah,
You're
skill
fucking
in
issue.
superior
retarded.
genes. Yes, there's such a thing.
That's my
You got
Like-
low tier
genes.
And that's
genes,
So we're
dude.
getting into eugenics,
Eugenics,
now.
yeah, yeah.
If you're born with Down syndrome, we're gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah,
before
yeah,
the
yeah.
heck-
Gas chambers for all. Like,
No, a Down syndrome guy can still cook better than you guys. As long as he knows how
that's
to
true.
fucking do
I
it.
that's true. I
As
always
long
get
as
the
you know how to
$5
fucking do
Costco
it.
chicken. I don't need to cook anything else than that.
True.
$5 Costco chicken. Let's
You
go.
guys, your taste buds are.
Protein.
I would still like to point out though that Hector did not provide a suitable definition.
He literally
Exactly.
did.
Exactly.
He
Shut
literally
the
did
fuck
not.
up. Yes,
He
he
just
did.
literally
He
did
did.
not.
One.
He literally
Subjective
did not.
because it's by his own opinion.
It's not
I
subjective.
want something
did
objective
not.
that
It's not
everyone
subjective.
can do.
did
I
not.
just, my opinion. That my opinion.
You just said
my
it. Destroyed liberal.
Professional
My
opinion.
I caught this liberal
What
lie.
would be the correct way of saying it by saying
That's
like
what I'm asking.
That-
I
that-
want-
yeah,
that was the correct way of saying
No,
it?
no,
my
you guys-
logic
you
has
guys
no
have a
biases,
claim.
though.
Prove
My
it.
claim has no
That-
biases though.
How
Yes,
do
it does.
you
It has
decide
your
it based
biases.
on
No,
your
it has
own
no
business?
biases.
Oh, did you fall asleep during class? Like
No.
every single person that makes an
It's
opinion
not a
has
bias.
biases because everyone
Yes.
goes
It's
through
not an
life.
opinion.
Everyone
It's
has
inherent
opinions.
bias.
It's not
Yes,
an
it
opinion.
is. What
Wait,
is
Hector,
it?
Hector.
Because I'm
let's-
not- I'm
I
not-
wanna
If you listen
know.
to a song without
Yeah.
knowledge of the band,
Exactly.
if knowledge of what it
And
is,
if it's
and if
good,
it's good,
it's
then
good.
it's good.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
That's it. You
Okay,
can't like
okay.
a band
Everyone
because
likes
it's the
Taylor
trendy
Swift because
fucking
people
thing.
say everyone
Perfect.
likes Taylor Swift. That's
Uh,
it.
how about
Bandwagon.
this? No, no, how
Okay,
about
That's
this?
the
people, okay.
bandwagon.
Oh, no, by your point. People
I
know
have the
Taylor Swift.
perfect-
People know the artist.
I have the perfect example.
They
I
like
have
their
the perfect
music.
Example.
What's
That
What's-
that
what's
song that
difference?
you
What's
played
that?
wasn't bad, dude.
I have the perfect.
I never heard
example.
that song. It was
It
pretty
sounded
good.
like Loving Spoonful.
Exactly. It was really good.
I have the
Keep
perfect
spitting
song.
on
I
it.
gave
So
a
I
good
gotta fucking
definition. I
jump
told,
on him,
I
man.
had
And-
zero
and
knowledge
according
of this happening, and it was good.
This, according to Hector, is a perfect example. Because this is from my personal experience, but
No.
I have never heard of this band before.
No,
Yes, this is.
I
this
said
is
I
one-
had zero. I had zero
I had
knowledge.
zero knowledge of this band
exactly
or even the
much,
song.
And then when I heard it, it was good. It was good.
Ready?
That's how it is.
so you don't know the band? So you don't
Yeah,
like
you're
the music?
supposed to
So
not
you're
know
just a
anything.
bandwagoner.
If you don't know
So you're just a
what it
band.
is.
By Michael's
That's
definition, you're a
authenticity.
bandwagoner.
No, but that's the
By
definition of
Michael's definition,
authenticity.
you're a bandwagoner. By
How?
Michael's definition.
If he
How?
knew, if
I
he
had
would be
no
a
influence.
He didn't know the band.
If he
He
did
didn't
know,
know the
if he did
band.
know the
I know
band,
you're fucking retarded.
So
I had no influence.
What happens when a TikTok
If-
song plays someone that someone doesn't know and someone goes, "Oh, I like that music." Is that a bandwagoner?
What do you mean?
Yes.
If somebody
Wait,
plays a
wait.
TikTok song,
So let's say someone's scrolling on TikTok and then they hear a catchy song, they're like, "I want to hear more of this." Is that a
but
bandwagoner?
they're listening to
No,
on
just-
TikTok. If it's if it's
Yeah.
a song that's
So
used
Justin
for an
being on
edit.
TikTok.
Because
Fuck
it's on
advertising, I
TikTok.
guess. Fuck advertising
Yeah,
your
fuck
music.
So
advertising.
because it's on TikTok,
Social
it's bad?
media is a double-edged sword. Misinformation and information.
You haven't answered my question.
Yeah.
Does the medium with which you discover that song affect the quality of the song?
The way Wait, the medium
You
of
must
the
say
way
if
you
I
discover
use
that-
something else in
medium-
Apple iTunes, is
Does
that what you
the
mean?
medium with which
I use
you
LimeWire.
discover the song
Okay.
affect the quality of the song?
This
The
song,
medium.
perfect. Okay, so I didn't know about the song before I was introduced to it. The medium was my friend
I
showed
haven't
it to
played
me.
my song yet.
Okay,
I'll
you
my
play your
yet.
song, but this
And
I'll
this-
play this one
this
after.
Look up a random song none of us know. We'll
No,
see
no.
if it's good or bad. Let's do
This-
that.
okay,
That was
right
more
now, right now,
authentic.
right now, right now.
That was more
I'm confident
authentic.
that these songs,
Right now.
these popular mainstream songs, if you listen to them without knowing the knowledge of them, they're not gonna be good, dude.
Does anybody have any?
And I've
liquor?
never been a little bitch where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna have a biased opinion without knowing. No, if I listen, let me listen to the song.
Does anybody have any liquor?
I hate this
You,
song.
do you have
dude.
liquor?
I already know. You have to change the song.
This is a
Is
great
it-
song.
Is it 80s song?
Nope.
No,
inspired-
it's the fucking
inspired.
remastered bullshit
yeah.
version.
I've never heard this song before.
I've never heard this song.
I've
either.
never heard
I've
either.
this
You
song.
fucking
Sorry,
played
sorry,
it on.
sorry.
You
I
said
heard-
it was
I
your
heard-
favorite
I
song
heard-
the other
First of all,
day.
it's not gonna be played at all.
It's a TikTok song.
It's not a TikTok song.
It's a TikTok song.
No.
You
I
know
liked
that?
Wait, wait, listen. By
This
your
is
own
familiar.
definition,
It's
this is
literally
a
on
good song.
so many edits,
Listen,
dude.
I heard that. It's on
familiar
TikTok.
though.
Listen.
I haven't heard it.
Yes,
By-
you
by-
have.
No, I haven't. I honestly haven't.
Stop lying.
I
By
honestly haven't.
your own, both of your definitions, this is a good song.
I never
'Cause
said that.
I
Yes,
never
listen,
said
listen.
that.
Let me prove it to you because you said I had to hear this song without knowing anything about it. I heard this song on the radio without
On the
ever
radio.
knowing the artist.
You
I
no.
didn't know this was
First
a
of
cover.
all, first of all,
I
you
listened
played
to
the
the song
cover.
before.
You played the fucking cover.
because I didn't know
You
this was a
reversed.
cover
You searched the cover up
after I heard this song.
on the radio.
Oh,
You
that's
heard the.
wrong.
what it
No,
was.
That's wrong. You had like do it my way. Search up a fucking random song. None of us know. None of us know. You had to look it.
I don't know how to look up a random song.
Okay,
That's-
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you
three
can.
random words. All right.
Search up
Put-
the most popular mainstream songs.
three-
Put a couple and then put that shit on random, dude.
Okay, what's descriptive words? Give me words. Three.
Your mom.
Three. Okay, three. Your mom's.
No, let's
Three.
see.
Your mom's what? Three little birds. Put three little
Oh
birds.
no,
and
blurs a
see if
popular
that's a good song.
Like, okay.
Give me that one song.
By Bob
Three
Marley.
little
Yeah, that one.
fuck a word that we don't know.
Okay, because I was like, you've all heard of like the Killers and blah blah blah.
Oh my
Put
God!
box.
Put the
Put
popular.
box. Put box and press
Put-
the first song that ever
Most popular song of 1972.
Yeah, do that.
Box.
1972.
Box.
Most popular
Okay,
song.
okay.
box.
70s top charts.
be like
They
fucking-
have
no,
this.
but
No, now music of now, not
Yeah.
music
I-
of the 70s.
Andres, I have an example that they won't agree is a good song.
Go.
But here's the thing.
Butthole.
I learned about this from a friend. They learned about it from another friend. So it's a chain of just people telling each other about this song.
Okay.
We generally like the song for different purposes. Not necessarily just enjoying it on a casual drive. I usually use it to go to sleep.
You listen to podcasts.
I do listen to podcasts as well. But
Look,
I also
look,
listen to this
this is
song.
my-
This,
this
this
is to go to
song,
sleep.
I have so many listens on this song. It's one of the
Look,
top songs I
This is
listen to
my
because I listen to
thing,
go to
though.
sleep.
If you bring up R.O. Stein one more time, I won't fight you.
I will fuck you in the asshole, dude.
I will fight your ass.
Put box. Literally put box. And what?
But
whatever
I
is-
bet you none of you guys
We're
will
gonna
agree
go in
this is
the
a
box.
good song.
whatever
Put the
Like, I know
song.
none of you will agree.
First of
it's a
all,
good
none of
song.
this getting fucking do YouTube scam.
Nah, put it on the speaker because I hate listening to music off the phone.
Oh.
Put the
What's it
next
called?
song
What's
because
it
that
called?
is garbage
The
ass song.
Seer.
Pause it.
The Seer by Swans.
The Swans.
Here, how about you put your song? I'll put my song. How about that?
Let's go. I
This
can
is gonna be
guarantee
Walter.
none of you will agree it's a
It's
good
my
song.
and I'm playing it.
I made a song about gambling. You want to hear my gambling song?
It's 32 minutes of this type
Holy
of sound.
shit! 32 minutes of just this.
Not just this. There's more. It's music. It progresses, but it's similar sound. It's
All
similar.
right. What's
what
the
you hear is
difference
what you
between?
get.
You
Well,
couldn't
what's the
handle
difference
that
between
shit on
music and the
acid, man.
sound?
Fast forward it a little
This
bit.
does sound like music you have to be on acid for.
It's literally 32 minutes long.
Yeah.
You're insane, dude.
It's not good.
Holy shit! It's just
Skip ahead
that.
30 minutes. It's like a Matrix.
This is
movie.
back. Yeah, this is background music.
No one-
for the soundtrack music. For
None
like
of you
a action
guys
movie.
are
It's like
gonna
from
agree that it's a
Grandma's
good
Boy.
song.
It's from Grandma's Boy.
But guess what? By your definition, it should be a good song.
Why would it be a
Hey, let me put a
song?
song.
Is that,
Because it fits the definition that Michael gave for what a good song is.
Yeah, I didn't
You
find
like
the song
it,
on
you
TikTok,
like it,
therefore it's
you
a good
like it.
song.
Yeah. No.
Wait,
'cause
wait, he likes it, so
Yeah,
it's subjective.
They and yes, subjective. I like
It's
it.
subjective.
If two minds can reasonably disagree about something, then
Then it
that
might
thing
be-
is inherently
No.
subjective.
Subject is too
If-
easy to throw.
If
a
you
word
can't
in.
listen to a song that thinking it's bad, then art might be subjective.
Nah, you're throwing that word too easy.
No, it's not.
not.
It's
No.
literally
It's
the
the
main
definition.
thing. Yes.
No.
You can't have
You,
something
Is
you
the
can
song-
have
is the
things
song
that are
pop-
good
is the
and you can have
song
things that are
objectively
Is the
good.
song popular?
It's relatively popular. Depends what you mean by popular.
There
It's
could
got
be-
like millions of
There's
More
such
listeners.
thing as
more than two
absolutes.
people listen
Yes,
to
there's
it.
Yes,
such
more
thing
than
as
two
absolutes.
people listen to it.
Absolute.
Yes, there is such thing.
There
as
is no
absolutes.
such thing
Things
as
could be
absolutes.
perfect. People cannot be perfect. That's why you had to take away.
Things can't be perfect. No,
Yes,
we
it
live in an
could.
imperfect world. What?
We live in a society, dude.
Yeah.
We live by
The
We
Adam.
live
Joker
under
taught me that.
capitalism. What the fuck are you,
You didn't
talking
put
about?
the fucking top 5 songs or whatever, dude, or whatever.
I didn't. Yeah, no.
Whatever. Eat
I
ass.
like this song.
Okay, how about this? What's it called?
Stevie Wonder.
Okay, how about this? Look, pause. Pause. I'm gonna play you a song that I heard as a child. This is a very old
Oh,
song,
shit.
right? And like this, give me your gut reaction. That's all I'm gonna say. Just give me your gut reaction right now. Stop! You can't flash the camera. Fuck,
This is my
dude.
pubes.
Read
Stop.
that belt
This
since
is-
okay,
eighth
listen.
grade.
Listen to
Oh,
the song and tell me
Dude,
if
hold
it's
on, hold on.
objectively
Sidebar,
good.
sidebar,
Here, here.
sidebar.
Get it as. Yeah, stop touching it.
So while this
So
nice
fucking
lounge
bored.
music,
What the fuck in this bitch?
this cruise music, this like white man in his 90s golfing music.
Oh yeah, baby.
Never
oh,
mind.
Yeah. My name is Tyrone.
But what's your gut reaction on the song?
Hold on. Let me listen to it.
Who is this? I don't know if it's good if I don't know who it is.
Hold on. Shut up. I'm trying to listen to it.
It sounds. It sounds like the
I wanted
Beatles.
to get to the chorus.
Yeah, then how would you define chorus? How would you define?
You don't know how to define
Hey,
it?
Chorus? Chorus just
What are you
center-
retarded?
You're tone deaf?
No, you need to know.
It's-
That's why
this is the verse.
you put those
the
things
chorus is the
together
shit
to
that
make
repeats
harmony.
over the song.
What he said. Sounds like the Beatles.
This is like a
It does
bridge.
sound like the
This is
Beatles.
a
That's why.
bridge.
You clearly don't listen to the Beatles if you don't think this doesn't sound like the Beatles.
This is in the same era as them.
What is
There you
this?
go, that
so
makes
tell-
sense.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Ooga booga music?
So no. Do you know what?
Who was that?
So
Who
they
was
make
that?
good music then.
Well, no, tell
I
me
don't
what
know
you
what
thought
it
about
is.
it. Did you think it was
I
good?
think it sounds like the Beatles.
It was alright.
No, but did you think it was
Out of
good?
10, it was like a 6.
It was
Yeah.
okay.
Like
agree
a
with that too.
6. Yeah.
I liked it. I
It
liked
made
it.
sense.
6.
Huh?
Best
It
song
made
of all
sense.
time.
It the in the back made sense.
Yes. He still played. He still played within the 4x4. Yes.
The entire point of this music is that it's the background is basically nonsense. This is King Crimson.
That was not
They
nonsense.
made so many of these types of songs where it's like deconstructing the music because
How do you
it's
deconstruct
subjective.
music?
Are you
fucking
retarded?
You can't deconstruct
Oh,
the music.
What?
Everything makes
I
sense.
guess you
Oh
can.
my
I guess
God.
You can deconstruct music. man.
Oh my god,
Like, think
Hector,
about
that
when
was
you
the
do
dumbest thing you
instrumentals
said,
of vocals,
unironically.
Vocals, instrumental, the rhythm.
Unironically.
section.
There's nothing bad.
fucking
There's
lyrics.
There's
it doesn't
nothing
sound-
bad.
it
No,
doesn't
it's still
sound
everything
good.
was
No, no.
everything came in harmony.
But I'm saying
No.
you can 100% deconstruct music because that's what they did. Because King Crimson is that type of like psychedelic LSD blah blah
Yeah.
blah kind of music, right?
Yeah.
In and of itself, they have so many other songs. They have a 45-minute long song like fucking Edward's
Sure,
song
sure.
where it's like an instrumental and it goes
Sure.
and it's this whole
Sure.
thing. And I'll listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
But it might not be everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because art is subjective. It is 100%
Yes, it's
subjective.
100%
The fact that you
subjective.
said you can't
Nah.
deconstruct
There's
it
a
doesn't
band- but
mean
there's
you
a
don't
band-
understand.
That's an
but there's a
automatic
band-
L on
There's a
you.
band that sounds like this
Yes.
and is more popular
There's
and
a
has
band-
the same and has the same product basically almost
'cause
around.
you-
And it's called the
No.
Beatles.
The
It's called Pink
construction-
Floyd.
What?
Number 9.
One
Come on
song
now.
sounded-
That shit is- Come on now.
But
One
same
song
shit.
sounding similar to another song means that they're like the band as a genre.
It's
is
the genre.
in
It's
the
the
I was gonna
genre.
say,
It's the genre.
They're in the same
Yeah.
genre and around the same time.
Yeah.
But King Crimson is not copying the Beatles.
No,
It's
no,
all
it's the same genre. That's what but there's a better band. There's a better song,
Because they
even
make
though it's
their
the
own
same
stuff.
Is it
genre.
better? I enjoy King Crimson more
You
than
can-
I enjoy the Beatles.
Yeah.
Why?
What
Personally,
song?
I think
Again, I
the
can
Beatles
believe
is
that.
overrated.
The
But
Beatles
hey,
is
that's
better.
my
What's
opinion.
what songs
Overrated
have you
'cause of
indulged yourself in?
popularity, right?
Because you
Huh?
heard it 1,000
Overrated because of
times.
the popularity. They're still
No, it's
if
not
they sound
necessarily that.
similar, that means
That's
they're
my
both
opinion.
Wait, are you just
They're both
are you
the
just
same
saying that because
quality.
it's because
If
you
they
heard
sound
they're popular,
similar,
so
they're
that
both
means
the
you
same
just don't like
quality.
them?
Hold on,
Nah,
hold on, hold
there-
on.
There's a lot of
Before we
Beatles songs that
continue,
I'm like,
before we continue, I want to know what everyone's definition of overrated is.
overrated.
Yes.
Overrated is all these fucking new
No,
trendy
give me a
music.
definition.
Bandwagon.
Don't give me an example. give me a
Bandwagon.
definition.
Bandwagon.
Overhyped when the music's
Very
not that
popular
good.
to not, but not
Look,
to my
look.
taste.
If everybody's
I-
I'll tell
like,
you not to my taste because
Oh.
it's subjective.
Look,
Okay,
if
I would
every-
disagree with
That
you.
mean that-
I would also heavily disagree with both of you. Overrated just means that they're getting more credit than they deserve. That's it.
Sure.
That means that the band is getting
Yeah.
listened to more than what
I
they
don't think
deserve.
the Beatles is
That's
bigger
it.
than Jesus.
I like the Beatles.
That's
I think their
more-
music is
that's more-
good. There's
that's more
nothing wrong against
egocentric.
their music.
That's pretty. What's it called?
That's so
White
controversial,
supremacist.
Edward.
But I don't think they deserve everything, like all the accolades and everything that they've
But
got.
if
I
that-
personally don't
if
think
that
it's like
band sounded
that.
the
But they
same
were
like
the
the-
first.
if that
so
band
of course
sounded
they
the-
deserve it.
they were
They
the
deserve it
first.
because they were the first to do all this shit.
If that band sounded the same as the Beatles,
They
then
were
the
the best
quality.
in
They're
the
not the
first,
best.
motherfucker. Like,
They're not the best.
They're not the
Okay,
best.
the first basketball player is the best basketball player
Yes, he
ever.
was. Bill Russell's the best fucking black basketball player of all fucking time. Boston Celtics, motherfucker. Come on.
Jokes on you.
Statistically wise,
Celtics, bitch.
Statistically
Celtics. But you get what I mean, right?
That means the quality's the same. What the hell? That means it's good music.
Why aren't they as popular as the Beatles?
Crimson
That,
and
that's a good.
buttholes.
That's
Because
a
No,
good.
no,
They
no,
didn't
no,
relate.
no,
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 because
no,
they didn't relate to the
Media
public as
manipulation.
well as the Beatles did.
Yeah.
They did not relate. Their branding was not as good as the Beatles.
Exactly.
They did not
media
appeal to a
manipulation.
mass
That one
amount of
song
people.
that everyone
Yeah.
goes, "That's in my ear all day." No, 'cause
Oh.
it's a
But it
different
was still
genre of
good music.
Oh wow, branding matters to a band.
Fuck.
That's a bunch of
dude.
horseshit, dude.
That's a bunch of
Why
horseshit.
is this man
That's
choosing
it.
That's a
That's
bunch
it.
of
Then your
bullshit.
meeting just
You know, they're
bandwagon.
not as popular
Okay.
because
Then
they
your
weren't
meeting
as
just
good. That's just it.
bandwagon.
That's just it.
Damn.
They weren't as popular because they weren't
Nah.
as good. They don't measure up to the same to the
Okay,
same product.
the Beatles are really good, right? Name the first drummer.
Pete
The-
Best.
What the fuck are you?
Damn.
Exactly.
What? So I don't know that because you don't know
You're a
that.
poser. You don't know
What's
the whole
what's
band.
Yeah.
what's
Fuck
Iron,
you.
Imagine Dragons' main singer? What's his name?
Your mother.
Dan. I'm blanking on his last name. I know.
Schneider.
Exactly.
No.
Fuck
Dan
Andres
Schneider.
and the Logic.
No,
No, because his claim isn't
Then
the same
you-
as
that means
Michael's.
bandwagon- then it's
no,
bandwagging.
Yeah, but
No.
you're
You
proving
don't-
Andres' point
you
right
do
now.
not-
Because
no.
Andres' point is that it doesn't matter.
No, but
if
he
you
took
like
away-
the
he
music,
took
you
away-
like
He
it.
took away the brand, and it was still good music.
Yeah, Imagine
Yeah.
Dragons is great. You're right.
No, they're
No,
not good. No,
that's
no.
what. That's
Fuck
what. When
no,
you
no,
played
no,
that
no.
song,
Shit.
No,
when
it's
you
like
played that
it's
song,
like, it's like a
What?
6. It's a 6.
Michael,
The whole
Michael.
band. Oh, 6.
Michael.
Fuck you.
Fat 6.
when they played that song, it was still good, right? And related to the Beatles. That's
Yeah,
what it related to.
yeah.
It was still good. That means the same quality. The quality is still the same.
So
It's
branding
good
matters.
music.
No,
So
no.
branding matters.
No,
No,
because you took
no,
away the
no.
brand.
You're comparing them to
Edward,
the. No,
you're
you're
dumb.
literally
I listen to
comparing
your
them
dad.
because of how they sound up because they
You're
look
literally-
fucking how they
oh,
look,
really,
dude.
really, really. So you're telling me in an alternate universe where the
Edward,
Beatles
we're
did
comparing
exact
how
same
they
music did not
sound.
get as big, you would still be listening to them
We're
right now.
comparing
Because
how
of their
they
music.
sound.
Because of their
You would
music.
not
Who
know them.
listens
You
to a
would not
band
know
because of
them.
how they
You
look?
would not
That's
know them.
fucking
You
gay.
would not know them.
That's 100% gay as
Edward,
fuck. Oh, I like how
You would
Kiss
not
looks.
fucking
I
know
love
them.
how
That's
Kiss
how
looks.
music
That's why I
works.
listen to
You
them.
would not know them.
Edward, that's how
You
music
wouldn't
works.
know
You listen
them.
to
That's why
it,
women
You wouldn't
and
know
if it's
them.
good, it's good.
No, you wouldn't know
Okay,
them.
shh,
They
wait.
wouldn't be big enough for you to
And
know
I was
them.
happy with
You're
that.
fucking retarded.
I was happy with
No.
that. It was
You
still
wouldn't-
good music.
The
You
fact
wouldn't
that Hector
know.
said you can't
Let the
deconstruct
boy
Yeah,
be
you
happy.
can't
music. I'm
deconstruct
like,
music. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let the boy be happy.
Dude,
No.
if the Beatles weren't as big, if they weren't the brand that they are, you would not know about them.
Hell
I
yeah, I
listened
would.
to other
know
bands
them.
that came out
Hell
in the
yeah, I
60s
would.
that didn't get as popular, but
Not
because
King
they
Crimson.
I
sound
still
good.
don't know who the
Yeah.
Beatles
Like
are.
I
Vanilla
knew
Fudge.
about
I
King
still don't know who the
Crimson.
Beatles are.
Wait,
I
wait,
think
wait,
they're
wait.
music.
He
Like
knew
Vanilla
about King
Fudge.
Crimson, but he didn't know that song, so he only knew the most popular King Crimson songs.
And it was-
Because I
But
don't
then it
because
was
they
still
because
good.
they because they're
Branding
Wait, then it was still
matters.
good?
because I listened
Then
to
it was good
we
music?
never I never said
Wow.
the song that you put out right now. I never said it was bad. And the songs that I
Exactly.
did listen to when I was first introduced to the band,
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay, this is okay, but I don't want to keep looking into it because it's not my cup of tea. It's not
Oh,
that,
so
that
wait,
good.
it's your own
it's
opinion.
not-
It's not
So
that
it's
subjective.
subjective.
It's not popular enough.
Subjective.
If it was good,
Subjective.
if it was good, if
Subjective.
it was good, I would have continued to listen to it more.
It is good.
It's
not
good,
that
but it's not that good for me to
then-
continue
by
to listen
virtue
to
of
it.
the
For me to
fact-
continue
no,
listening
so
to it.
then by virtue of the fact that in 2008 I listened to a Taylor Swift song on the radio, fell in love with that song. I was like, oh, let me listen to more music. Let me torrent some of her other songs.
All
Let
songs
me
are
torrent
better
the
than her new
discography.
songs.
Torrent.
Therefore,
Yeah.
in 2008, hell
Hell,
yeah.
you go to jail for that music?
Fuck yeah, bitch.
You
Fuck
were
prison.
stealing money
Fuck
from
the
that
cops.
poor. She couldn't afford the avocado toast back then. She was just a
Yeah.
poor up and coming.
I wouldn't
singer.
consider because I said earlier. I
Like-
don't think Taylor Swift's a good example because she's not really like the new upcoming shit. She's been around for a while.
Yeah,
already.
but when I found out about her, she was. I listened to her in
Exactly.
2008.
2008.
I had her.
Therefore,
That's
she's
why I
good
said
music.
that she's not a good example
You-
because she's not. I don't count her as one of the mainstream artists that are coming out right now.
2008.
I don't count it.
You know
She's
what
been
I
out
had
for
my
a long
music
time
on?
already.
You know what I had her music on when I discovered her?
Yeah.
An MP3 USB thing. The one.
That's why I said I don't think she's a good example.
Okay.
I'm talking about these new
That's-
bullshit
You
motherfuckers.
guys are a bunch
dude.
of bandwagoners.
That's how I
Oh,
found
fuck
Kendrick
no.
Lamar.
Hold-
That's how I
hold on.
found Kendrick Lamar the same way. It's pretty
Through
crazy.
the radio,
Yeah.
right?
No, through the
Oh, through the
USB,
USB
shit, yeah.
thing? Yeah,
Through the little
yeah,
old
yeah.
iPod kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I found Linkin
Yeah.
Park.
I was too poor
That's
to even
gay.
listen to music. I had to get my fix somehow.
So we are real people. We discovered it in the drawer somewhere. Our older sibling had it.
This is
It
just-
was like
this
ooga
is
booga.
just-
We fucking played that
A
shit. We're like,
VHS,
that's good.
you play it in. It's a taping of
This is
MTV.
the most boomer take. It's like, oh yeah, young people discovering stuff the way
touchy.
that in the places where they interact is bad. But when I interacted with my stuff, it's
It was
good.
good, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
in the 90s, they were hanging out in record stores. They're fucking stupid. They should go and read it in the
I
newspapers.
have,
Yeah.
there's a couple bands that I
Yeah.
like. There's a couple bands that I like that I would say is good, and I would say I listen to it over and over again. But they're not as popular as other bands like the Beatles, or.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna say also that band is better than the Beatles and better than Pink Floyd. I know where they are. I know where they stand. That's where I like. But I'm not
So
gonna.
where they
veil-
stand for you.
Yeah.
No, that's where they stand in general. Because if they were better, they would be better than them. That's how. Because back then, music was off the quality of the product,
Well,
not
music
because
was
of how they
subjective the
fucking
entire
looked,
time it's been
not
made,
because of
but-
how much they're blasted on edits on TikTok.
has
It's
to
because
make
of how
sense.
they sounded.
Imagine if TikTok existed in the 60s, then
Yeah,
they'd be
yeah.
like, I wanna.
Then all
hold
music,
on.
then all music would be shit if it did. Honestly,
1,000%. The
we'd be
Beatles
listening
would've
to
used
just
TikTok
we
if
would
it
just be
existed in
listening
the
to
60s.
fucking high frequency noises right now. That's all we'd be listening to. if
No,
TikTok
that's
existed.
dumb. That's stupid.
Is this
That-
334 hertz?
The blood starts coming out of the ear. Like, oh, it's so good.
That's what we'd be listening to if TikTok came out.
No,
in
no.
the 60s.
All right,
If
I'm,
TikTok
I'm
came out
hungry.
in the
That's
60s.
Brookfield Friday.
Yeah.
I'm like,
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.